All right. You want to do some questions and answers? Really doesn't matter. I got both of them on. So I'm going to do it on this one. Here, let me do this. All right. I think we're going to do that.
There's like they posted on the internet or something. Like is it a flyer or something?
What do you mean?
Like for the
You mean a flyer?
yeah, do they post some online? About the thing?
Yeah, it's pretty much videos.
Nah, I'm not. Good.
So I had this here. Hey, dude, close that door. Close the door.
Close the door.
Yeah. Saeed, what up, brother? What are you trying to do?
I can leave.
Yeah, you can leave.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got her phone. That's why.
Nah, she good. Saeed, what's the word, big dog? How you feeling, brother? All right. We got 50 people in here. So we're gonna really transition everything from this to the YouTube. If you're not already following the YouTube page, go on the bio, click the link, go ahead and subscribe. Pretty much we're just gonna do a lot of discussions on what avenues, how to, the do's and don'ts, everything that is included in running a business, whether it be towing or something else. No matter really what industry you're in, a lot of what we're going to talk about and a lot of things that I go over is going to apply to a lot of different businesses. So main question obviously is for the towing industry. How do you know what to charge, right? Everybody's going to know, or everybody's going to ask, how do you know what to charge when it comes to pricing yourself in this industry? So we're going to come up with a few of the key things you need to know. Now, first thing is going to be pricing the market. I think I mentioned this once before. Pricing the market is not pricing what other companies around you are charging. Okay. All right. Pricing the market is pricing what trucks go for retail, whether it be a brand new truck, a gently used truck, whatever it is that you decide that you want to go out and what avenue or lane you decide you want to get in. You'd have to know, what is the cost to do this? I tell people this all the time. If you can run a $10,000 truck, $15,000, $20,000 truck and make it do the same thing that a $150,000 brand new truck can do, more power to you. The only thing that I try to get people to understand or try to pass on to people is, even if you got a $10,000 truck, please charge as if you have a $150,000 truck. I mean, just think about it, right? You're able to do it with a $20,000 truck. Why not make all that extra money? So if you're not paying $150,000 and you're making it work with a $20,000 truck, why not charge as if you have a $150,000 truck? Doesn't it seem like you'd have way more profits in your pocket? Doesn't it seem like your business would grow even faster if you decided to do what you needed to do? Okay. So pricing the trucks at what the market is. So when they say pricing the market, they're saying price the truck at what market says. Brand new trucks right now go anywhere. And when we're pricing a truck, you have to know what kind of truck you want to do. Okay. When I say what I say on this platform, I'm basically going to tell you how to do it and be legal. Now, I could tell you to go out and you could just make it with the bare necessities and whatnot. But if you get caught up, then you'll be looking at me like, why did I send you off? Why didn't I help you out? So when you're going to get a truck, I prefer that you go get a Class 6 truck, a 26,000 pound truck, not a 19.5, not a 20,000, 22, or whatever they got with the F550s and the Ram 5500s. The reason I say this is because 9 times out of 10, if you buy a rollback, a flatbed, your idea or your goal is to move 2 vehicles at a time. With those F550s, that truck weighs 14, 15,000 pounds with nothing on it. You go and put a car on the back of it, you're already at your maximum gross vehicle weight rating that you're allowed to run down the road legally. Now, sure, there's many of people who max out their trucks all day long. They'll tell you, oh, I'm affiliated with the police, so they don't pull my trucks over, or we tow for the police, so they look past us. We're going to talk about the regular person that wants to come up. Not all of us are affiliated with the police. Not all of us have government contracts. Not all of us want that shit either. But those that are going to run down that road legally and not want to be messed with, you need to get a truck that's going to be adequate to run down the road. Okay. So you're going to want to get you a 26,000 pound truck. Now the market says brand new, those are going to go anywhere between 130 and 150. This is depending on what you go and get. Okay. I just paid, and I tell people this all the time, you do not have to go and do what I did. I chose to do what I did because it was my personal unit. So when I went and built my crew cab flatbed, I spent 180,000 on it, only because I wanted it with everything that I had in it, right? Auto grid loader, wireless safe all remote. I got $5 grand in toolboxes. You know what I'm saying? Like those in the ditch toolboxes that's around that truck for the in the fender storage where the in the ditch dolly sit. Those storage boxes are $5,000. I got $5,000 in lighting on the truck, right? So basically, you don't have to go all out like that, but that's what it costs. So let's get back to the 130 to 150, 130 to $150,000 is what a 26,000 pound truck is going to cost you, right? Broad window, right? Now, insurance on this. Again, we need to figure out when you're pricing the insurance, you need to know what it is that you're going to do. So if you're going to go in and try to do repos, right? I'm going to assume that your insurance is going to be a little bit higher because in what is it called, non-consensual towing, which is what a repo is, which is private property impounds. Any time you're towing a car and the customer did not want it done, your insurance is probably going to be a little bit higher because the liability and the risk that's going to go on when you're towing those cars is going to be much higher. So your insurance is going to reflect that. So you need to know what the insurance is going to go for. I'm going to tell you, starting out, the most common insurance that's available right now is Progressive. That's the only person that's going to insure you right now, especially if you're just starting out. Progressive is basically when a person knows they have the market cornered, they act like it. This is why I try to tell people you need to charge what you're worth because everybody else does. So Progressive is going to probably try to insure you. So let's just say you're just starting out, brand new company, brand new US DOT number, brand new motor carrier number. This is if you're using all of that. Now, there's going to be people tell you that they don't have DOT numbers. They must only tow within state lines. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of money you missing if you're not crossing them state lines, because it's a lot of money that sometimes they call, they need it right here, right now, and they willing to pay whatever. And you need to cross them state lines. You don't want to do that if you want a truck that is not legal to do that. So again, you need to know what it costs to do this. Fuel is going to be another big ticket item, especially yearly. Me personally, when I was up to 2 trucks, I was at about 60, 70 grand a year just in fuel. Okay. Now that I'm just down to my one flatbed, I'm probably at around 35, 40 grand. Okay. Just in the fuel for the year. Okay. So you have to take those expenses, the price of that truck, the insurance for the year, and that fuel for the year. These are the minimum this is the minimum expense, right? These are your minimum expenses. Let's say $150,000 truck. Let's say you finance it for 72 months with no money down at $2,000 a month. What is that? 144,000. So you 6,000 short. So what you'd have to add some interest on it. Let's say you'd probably be spending somewhere between 24 and 2,500 a month for the truck payment. Okay. So let's just do 2,500. That comes out to 30,000 a year, right? So you're going to spend 30,000 a year on the truck payment. Insurance for the year is going to be probably about another 25,000 for the year. This is if you're not running state minimum required insurance. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh no, I pay $346 a month. People that tell you that they have state minimum required insurance, I guarantee you that the on-hook coverage on the truck is not even 50 grand. Okay. So you're going to spend another 25,000 on that. Then we said I spent 40K a year on the insurance. So already off top, we're at $95,000, and I haven't taken any money home. Okay. Haven't taken any money home. I haven't paid any bills at home. I haven't done anything, but for the year, I've spent $95,000. Okay. This is just this is what everybody's going to spend. Now, if you were to pay a driver, let's say $1,000 a week, and there's 52 weeks in a year, that's another 52,000 on top of that. Okay. So you'd have to put $52,000 on top of that. Now, me as an owner, okay, when I built this business, I didn't build this business to give myself a job. I didn't do that. Okay. I built this business to get rich. I built this business to be very successful and to live pretty well off. I did not start this business just to pay bills. I was paying bills just fine as a truck driver. Wasn't I paying bills pretty decent as a truck driver, babe? Oh, okay. I just, I might be mistaken sometimes, but I like to, make sure that everything is being transparent. So anyway, paying bills or just being able to put food on my table was not my initial goal. My initial goal was to actually make it to be successful. My goal was to prove everybody wrong that said that I couldn't do what it is that I'm doing right now today. Okay. So let's get back to the money. So I believe we are at, is that 147? Let's see, what is that? Yeah. So we're at 147,000 already. Okay. So we're at $147,000 for the year. Okay. $147,000 already for the year, and you already you haven't even made any money. Now we're gonna go just off of this $147,000 bill. Let's go and sign up with somebody because we're gonna need some work, right? So where should we go? Should we go to Copart? Okay. We know that Copart pays for zone 1, which is 0 to 5 miles. They pay what, $50 for that? I think it's $47 here, but everybody else says they pay like $50 and $51 elsewhere. Zone 2 is 5 to 10 miles. I would assume they pay an extra $5, so that's $56. Zone 3, which is 10 miles to 15 miles, they pay $61. Long story short, y'all can do your math based off of that. All I'm going to ask you is at these numbers, at $61 per car, okay? How many of these cars a year do you have to move just to pay your $147,000 in overhead? Mind you, this $147,000 in overhead, even once you pay it, means you made no money, you broke even, okay? You did $61 tolls. So when people tell you, I negotiated my rates. Now, this is what I'll do. Let's finish the math, and then I'll show you how you can come up with a number. This is what I'll do. I'll do that 147,000. Now, mind you, I told you that 147,000 wasn't anything but a truck payment, insurance, and fuel, right? And then I think you pay the driver $1,000 a week. So what you're gonna want to do is take that $147,000, right? Uh-oh, my little one coming in. So if y'all hear 147, and we're gonna divide that by 365 days. Why that math seem off? But you need to make $402 a day. So at $61 tolls, come up with how you gonna come up with that $402 a day. Now, mind you, I tell people all the time, you got to make at least $1,000 a day to run this business. That's 400 a day right there. That's just spent on the expenses that I gave. That's 400 of the G ball already gone. But so many people tell me that $1,000 is not feasible. You can't do it in today's market. The best you could do is 500-600. So if the best you could do is 500-600, you only profiting 100 or 200, and that's if everything went as planned. That means you didn't change your oil none this year. That means you didn't put no brakes on the truck. That means you didn't change tires. That means you did nothing but run the truck for $400 a day and pay a guy $1,000 a week. Now take the driver out and put yourself in there for that same $1,000 a week. That's too much work. You could go work a job, make the same money or better, and not be out here stepping on nobody's toes, not be out here being in the way. A lot of people don't like hearing that, but if you're out here saying that I'm starting my own business, the day you sign your name on that contract, you signed away your rights to say that you run your own business. Once you, no matter who it is. Now, granted, let's say, because when I break the numbers down, I'm going to tell you what you'd have to charge in order to make it make sense. If I was to break down the actual cost and tell you that your rates would have to be somewhere around $150 to $175 for your hookup rate. Think about your best contract that you have with your best motor club that you work for. I guarantee you don't make 150 or 175 a hook. I think you're going to be making somewhere between 65 and 95 a hook. They're going to force you to drive 5 miles loaded for free, and then you could charge a mileage rate after that, which is usually $3.50, $4 or something like that. Don't get caught up in the, oh, but I get basic members that have to pay out of pocket overages because now you become the person that takes advantage of the regular Joe Blow, the 9 to 5 working individual, the person that goes to work at McDonald's, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, the local pizza joint, right? Your grocery stores. These are the people that make regular, regular wages, minimum wages. And then you have the audacity to think that you getting it because you getting to take advantage of them. Surprise me by taking advantage of the multi-billion-dollar conglomerates like that, then I'll think that you're somebody. But if you're taking advantage of the small guy, you're nobody. Okay. Especially if you're doing this to help the larger companies continue to grow. All right. So we got your hookup would be somewhere between $150 to $175 on average. Now, how do you go about mileage? Okay. Do you charge en route miles? Okay. Most times you should charge en route miles. But this is one of the things, and I'll give y'all a key right quick. one of the main ways people fail in this industry is by trying to take on too much too soon, trying to be too big. Okay. You cannot be a one truck, one person operation. That phone seen better days, anybody? What's wrong with the phone? Is it the leaves in the background that it looking like the screen cracked or something? Let's talk about business. Let's not talk about what the phone got going on. But anyway, so now when you are on your way to a tow, do you do en route miles or not? This is why I say this hurts a lot of businesses by trying to spread themselves too thin, try to take on too much area. I know a lot of guys here in Phoenix, especially. I'll ask them. I'll say, hey, where do you service? What area do you service? Now, this will be a person that is one person, one truck. They'll tell you, oh, I'm everywhere. I service all over. It's not possible. It's not possible because, okay, cool. If you service all over, that's like could be 100-mile radius. There's not one person that has one truck and it's just them that can cover 100-mile radius. And then if you could, you'd be spread so thin that you wouldn't even make ETAs. And then a lot of the times the shit wouldn't even make sense because let's say you make it all the way to this one end of your radius, that's 100 miles. And then you got to go all the way over to the other end of your radius for the 100 miles. How do you think you're going to make money? You'll be spending all your money on fuel trying to get back and forth. Does working for a tow company make more than working for a CDL company? Yes and no. Depends on the company that you work for. But let's go. I'm gonna get on that, but let me put you back. Let me get us where we were. So what I like to tell people is if you starting out and you're a one truck operation, pick you an area. So if you live, let's say here, okay, if you live in this area, your idea or your movement should only be trying to cover a 20 to 30-mile radius at most, okay? Because at least with this 30-mile radius, you can control everything in here. You know, if you told a person a 30-minute ETA, bam, you can make it. Also, this smaller area, you're able to get your name out there a little bit better. You trying to cover this big ass area, bro. It's too many people around. It's not gonna work. So you'd want to saturate this one small area and then work your way out. You can't be based here, but you servicing 40 miles over there and 80 miles over there and 60 miles over there and 30 miles over there and think it's going to make sense. That's why the motor clubs run the industries right now. Because see, what they figured out is this is what we'll do. We'll make all of these guys put a mobile app on their phone. Once they send their driver 40 miles away, instead of making their driver take the tow 40 miles away and then go back to their area empty-handed, we're going to make them think that we're looking out for them. Since we know that truck is over there, the next disabled vehicle that comes in that general area, since we got that GPS pinging over there, yeah, granted, this company is from 50 miles away, but they're over there. We got a truck over there. Guarantee I can get that company to move that car for 60, 70, 80 bucks. Yeah, because it's only going to go 5 miles or something over there, 10 miles over there. I can get them to move it for 50, 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks because they're already out there. And guess what they're going to tell you? Oh, no, it's filler work. Oh, no, it's fuel money. Oh, you'd be foolish to go past that money. I go past so much on my way back home where I'll be going back to where I'm going. Call will come in. Hey, can you take this car for X amount of dollars? Negative. It would cost X amount of dollars to get it there. If you want it, we're more than happy to provide that service for you. Guess what? They never call for it. I drive right on by it.
Now, granted, I could have took me 80, $100 back my way. Everybody will tell you, man, $100 is $100. Those are the people. Those are the people that destroy the industry. Because $100 ain't $100. $100 ain't $100. See, when you take it for that $100, you've put in the algorithm. Y'all know how the internet works and how the online shit works. It's all algorithms, right? You've put in the algorithm that this car could be moved for 60, 70, $80. The insurance companies now have you by the balls and got the rest of us by the balls, because guess what? They gonna name drop you by name. Oh, Anthony from Harvey's Way Towing, they just towed a car for us just the other day for the same price. Why can't you do it? Now you in your head like, well, damn, I know Harvey got this, he got that, he doing this. And if he's able to have all that and he's doing that, man, I need to join in. If you could trick him, you could beat him. That's what they tell you all the time. All right, so I got to answer your question. They won't let the baby be on there, okay? They'll cut us off if they see the baby.
Come here.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I love you. All right. So does working for a tow truck company make more than working for a CDL company? And a lot of times, yes, it just depends on what company you're working for. If you're working for a company that does heavy duty recoveries and shit like that, yes, you'll make you some good change over there. I know a lot of them guys that make $2,500, $3,000 a week, and they go home every night. Sometimes, yes, they have to take a tow truck home, but so what? When you're making $3,000 a week, sometimes you get your ass up in the middle of the night. It is what it is. Hey, man, I appreciate the likes, man. Everything you're saying, I had to learn the hard way. It took me 5 years to correct the mistakes. And this is what I try to prevent, Trent. Let me explain something to you. Trent, I appreciate your honesty. And there's a lot of people that's out here that do this. And I try to tell y'all not to do that. Because imagine the 5 years that you wasted. And I'm not coming at you. We're talking candidly, right? So imagine the 5 years that you wasted running around trying to learn. This is why I tell people, don't learn on your own dime. Do not learn with your own money, because I swear to God, wifey is not gonna like it when you fucking up the church's money trying to learn. Okay, when I tell people to go get a job, they take that shit the hard way. You know what I've had somebody tell me when I say, "Man, go get a job." So basically, go sit on another man's lap and this and that. If you want to be ignorant and take that as that, then by all means, yeah, go sit on his lap. I never said sit on his lap. Hey, baby, I never said sit on his lap. What I said was go learn the industry, learn the game, right? Go to as many companies as you need to, right? You like this company. They are the biggest company you've ever seen. They got all this, they got all that, right? Go work for them. Go work for them, see what goes on the inside. When you break a strap and you call in a dispatcher, you go ask your supervisor or your owner, hey, can you replace the strap? And you see how long it takes or how lazy they are. It's still got some life in it. Or your winch cable break and they put cable clamps on that motherfucker and tell you, it's still got some life in it. You can run it. Then you'd learn that a lot of people out here shouldn't be out here. So in the 5 years that you was in business, man, you bumped your head and had to learn shit that you could have possibly learned on your own. Like, for example, you know what a lot of people learn? A lot of people tell me, man, I did Copart for 2-3 years, man. I ain't do shit but run my truck through the ground. I ain't really make no money. You could have learned that if you worked for somebody that was already losing money doing it. You never would have had to get out there and lose the money yourself. Same with the motor clubs. It's a lot of people who be out here spreading themselves too thin. Pajero calls companies from 100 miles out. And hey, listen, cuz, and they do me the same way. I do calls in Mexico all the time. Lukeville. I go to Lukeville quite often, right? Go to Mexico, New Mexico, Cali. I'm everywhere. Wherever they call, I'm going. But you best believe if they tell me to go 100 miles away, off the rip, if I'm going 100 miles away, my hookup to go pick up the car is $9.95. That's my way of making it $1,000. $9.95 for the hookup for me to go 100 miles away. Now, once I hook it up, we can go wherever we gonna go. Right now, my deadhead mileage to get back to the crib from wherever I had to go, we gonna do that $2.50 to $3 a mile. You add that shit up, yo, your bill's gonna be real decent. Motor clubs aren't paying like that. What, baby? All right. So how do you get consistent? How do you consistently get clientele without motor clubs if you're just starting? Easy. Once you run around putting your business cards out there, you see everybody, you hand out your business cards wherever, okay? People gonna get to know you. Is it gonna grow overnight? Absolutely not. But again, if you worked for people in the past, and this doesn't go for me because I moved 2,000 miles away and started my business, so it could have helped me if I probably would have stayed in Chicago. But check this out. If you're working for somebody, right, you have a job as a tow truck driver, people, they already kind of know, hey, doesn't Anthony drive a tow truck for Crystal's Towing? Hey man, hey, see if he can come over. Okay, so people know you for towing. All right. People know me for towing. If I went and opened up a barbershop, I don't think I could get too many clients to come in because they like, bro, you tow cars. I don't know that I know you to cut hair. And I'm like, well, no, I know it's a lot of money in the barber, so I'm just gonna come out here and, you know, get my clientele game up on a cutting hair. Motherfuckers gonna be like, bro, stick to what you know. So if you had a history or experience in towing, people would trust you. Prime example, I'm gonna tell you what I did here in Maricopa before I opened up. I went around, babe. Do you remember when I went to the shops and told them, hey, I'm about to grab a tow truck? What they was saying? Yeah, all right. When you get it, swing by, let us know. Drop us off some cards or something. I'm like, shit, okay. I went, got the truck, pulled up with the cars. They, okay, leave your cards. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. Now, boom, they call, hey, can you do a tow? How much you gonna charge? Shit, where is it? It's like 3 miles from the shop, 150. Damn, 150. The guys we got, they had 75. Okay, why we not using it? Oh man, I just called them and they truck broke down. They truck is down. They not able to come out. Oh well, then that shit might as well be free. if they could tell you they could do it for cheaper than I could do it, but they're not available, that shit might as well be free. They might as well told you they could do the shit for free if they're not available, right? So when they say, why would somebody pay you more than what they paying everybody else? Well, because I'm consistent. I'm always on point, never not on point. How hard was it? You remember, babe, when I had the Chevy? Remember when it got cold out, how hard it would be to start that truck? When I used to have to go out there with a can of ether to get it started, I'd be out there for 20 minutes. I done gave these people a 30-minute ETA. I'm out here for 20 minutes. Rant. This bitch won't run. We out here fucked up. You feel what I'm 20 minutes. I used to be out there crying. No tears, but crying. You hear me? I was out there like, come on, man, why me? You know, all that. I try to save people from the bullshit. That's all I be trying to do. So yeah, man, you have to be consistent. So how do you consistently get clientele? You have to be consistent. You got to put your name out there and have people trust you. It's all about trust. The only people who don't like me are other business owners who think they in the same position that I am, or other owners who think that they are who I am, right? The only people that fall out with me are other quote unquote owners, motor club junkies, Copart veterans. The people love me because I'm a lovable person. I'm a businessman, right? I tell people all the time, they'll be like, man, can't you just do it for this price? No, I cannot do it for this price. Sure, I do a ton of free work, but when I do the free work, it's because I done came up on a single mother, right? That she done gave me her whole sob story, life story, told me how she can't afford this shit. Baby daddy done left her out here fucked off. You know what I'm saying? You know what? It's on the house. Don't worry about it. It's on the house. Don't even, I got you. We going to do it like that. That's when I do my charitable work. But I don't make habit of charitable work by working for the motor clubs at their charitable prices, at the Coparts and the auctions and all of that. Copart makes great money if you somebody who has a 4-car hauler, right? 5, 6-car carrier or some shit like that. If you have a transport truck, you could make a ton of money with Copart. But if you got a 2-car flatbed, you ain't gonna really make it far. So I ain't into it with people that do Copart. I just tell people, if you gonna do something, and if you saying that it's so much money in it, why you can't stay in that lane, right? Instead of, if Copart is so lucrative and makes you so much money, why can't you stay in Copart? Why you got to try to branch off into the cash calls? I wouldn't want no parts of nothing that wasn't paying shit. Do y'all notice I don't entertain Copart? I don't entertain motor clubs. I don't at contractor rates. I don't entertain none of that shit because the cash calls make me my bread, right? My business is cash calls. I don't worry myself with other shit. You know, when they tell you worry about yourself, stay in your lane. The repo guys, I got a ton of repo guys down here. We ace in the holes, right? Because I don't get into that shit. The repo guys ain't got to worry about me trying to step on their toes because that's not my lane. I do the cash toes. I do accidents, right? This is what it's all entailed. All right, so let's go. Keep going. What damn would it see? Another day in paradise, brother. I stepped in just as you were going over annual insurance costs. Could you reiterate? I got you, TC. Hold on, because I just seen somebody say something about 15. King James says he makes $1,500 a week in Minnesota for towing for a company as an employee. $1,500 a week he makes as an employee. I know a lot of owners that's not even taking it home out here in this towing industry. Good shit, bro. Good shit, James. Where we at? It's okay money. That ain't okay money. That's some good ass bread, big dog. Working for other people taught me how I don't want to run my business. My father taught me how not to be a parent. So imagine, this is all I'm trying to tell y'all, right? My father showed me how not to be a parent. All the shit my old man used to do, I learned from him on how not to be a parent, right? I don't put my hands on my kids. You know, I don't do none of that shit, you know, because my father taught me how not to be a parent. So this is key, what C just said. When you go work for somebody, you know what to and what not to do. So how do you know any companies that are hire 22-year-olds? A lot of are 25 for the insurance, and that is true. Only go high. So yes, 25 is usually the age that a lot of companies want. Toe man, I see you, C's. I'm going back and forth. I ain't even seeing you, but what up, C's? But most insurances don't want to pick up nobody younger than 25. Think about it, man. 25 and under, what is everybody doing at 25? 25, they in there like this, driving. They driving like this. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want that. You know, they want somebody that's going to be paying attention that day. You know, that's how it is. Now, some insurance companies will take you on. Mine will let you, I could take on anybody as long as, shout out to Andrew Meister, man. If y'all know who that tow truck insurance, get your tow truck insurance through dude if you ain't already. But he'll let me take you on. Basically, all I do, and the reason I like him is, see, they don't raise a rate for adding on, right? They'll just tell you no. They'll say yes or no. They ain't gonna add. And then if you do just desperately want to take on a driver, his driving record ain't shit, but he's probably a great operator, whatever the case may be, you just got to pay a couple extra dollars to put him on. Simple as that. So at 20, you said 22, you can get on. You just have to find the right company. And then I'm gonna give you another key. When I was your age, I used to tell companies like, hey, look, whatever it is that they would add on to the insurance premium for me to be here, I'll pay that. So if they add an extra $2-3 grand for me to get on your insurance, I'll pay that, you know, because I want the opportunity to work or whatever the case may be. This is if you really trying to do this shit. Now, if you ain't really trying to do the shit, don't do that, right? Would you start with a pickup and a slide-in unit to be a good start? No. And I'm going to tell you why I say no is a lot of places will not let you do this. So if I'm not mistaken, here in Arizona, I know here they don't let you register anything less than a 450 as a tow truck. So if you try to put a 3500 Ram together with a Detroit record on it, it wouldn't be able to be a tow truck. You could be a repo truck, but you wouldn't be able to be a tow truck, I believe. Some states are like that. They want you to have a 450 or bigger chassis in order to do that. So I love them though. I do. I love Detroits. I even like Minutemans. People gonna talk shit, but I used to chase back at the crib. That's the least maintenance unit you could ever buy. It's the cheapest, one of the cheapest ones you could buy as well. But I mean, if you like, I used to chase, so we're not towing all day. You know what I'm saying? We get to an accident, we get the car. Half of the time, I didn't even tow the cars to the yard. I'd call a flatbed for a reload. Like, hey, come get this shit to the yard because I still got to chase more cars. Where we at? Appreciate the follows, man. Y'all better have your notepad out. They better have it out, Scallywag. Do you know any convenience and availability costs? Tell them. This is a good game. Everybody better listen. 100. When I do free work, it's my choice. Talk to him, John. What up, C's? I can see the sunflowers on here, but not on the YouTube. You want the sunflowers on the YouTube? Let's get the sunflowers. We got a sunflower in there. All right. Where we at? Y'all going fast, bro. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get where y'all at. All right. Just listening. Facts. 1,500 take home, 40 hours doing repos. Talk to him, Dean. Talk to him, Dean. See, and this is why I do the lives too. Because when I get a lot of the owners in here that be talking that crazy shit to me, that be like, oh man, this and that. Look at these guys and what they telling y'all they checks is. These are drivers. If you ain't paying your drivers that, y'all need to skedaddle. I felt lonely on the YouTube live. I had to come to TikTok. They don't like me. Whoa. They don't like me on this side. But we got to get it popping, man. Why don't y'all, you know what I'm saying? Hey, subscribe to the YouTube, man. Support your boy. I don't get paid for these videos. Just so we're clear, I do not get paid for the lives. I don't get paid for none of this shit. I get paid from Harvey's way. I got a great boss over there. He take care of me on a regular. You know what I'm saying? He give me a new truck to drive, shit like that. So I work for a living. I just come here to try to help when I can. Andrew is the man for sure. What up, Philip? A lot of people pride too big to do that though. Well, shit, pride gonna get in the way of them being successful and making millions in the future. A lot of CDLs are getting snatched at the end of the year. Clean House Act just passed, as it should. Man, it's a lot of guys out here don't need a CDL. I'll just be flat out honest with you. There's a lot of guys out here do not need a CDL. I've had to save a few of them, you know what I'm saying, in my day. But this is the thing. So hear me out. Anything easily accessible makes everything wrong. So can we talk about the TIB program, the truck in the box? Now, people are going to say that I hate on those people. Hey, babe, they told me, seems like the truck in the box guys are taking up all his work. That's why he's so upset about it. Listen, you need to focus on moving your 20 cars a week before you worry about taking my work. All right. You need to focus on that shit first. But the thing about the truck in the box thing, and you know, I'm cracking because you know it is what it is, but I couldn't possibly be intimidated, right? Or worried about someone who could not start their own thing for themselves. I just need to be clear with that, because you could take it as being unhumble, you could take it as being cocky, or whatever the case may be. It's just the truth. Okay. Nobody gave me the position that I was in. And then I'm going to ask this question. Okay. Let's say you, okay, and I'm talking to you. Let's say you built your business from scratch, off blood, sweat and tears, off the muscle, on your own. Okay. You know what you went through to get there, right? You went through a lot of sabotages, a lot of barriers, a lot of people tried to shit on you along the way. Here it comes along this multi-billion-dollar conglomerate giving out these tow trucks, giving you the opportunity to start your own business, all because they just want to see you win. And then you pop up with this brand new tow truck. Now you all in my face with this brand new tow truck.
Oh, yeah, I got 25 MV International. Yeah, you know, they got me pretty set up pretty good. Yeah, you know, I got this new truck. Yeah, they gave me the Hino, the extended cab. Yeah, you know, I got this, I got that. Yeah, I ain't had to start out with that little old shit you had. What you had, a 2000 Chevy and a 03 International when you started? Yeah, we ain't had to start off with that bullshit.
So while people think I'm laughing at the people in the truck in the box program, I feel like the people in the truck in the box program laugh at those of us who actually grinded it out the mud, because they looking at us like, why your stupid ass do all that when you could have just came over here and got a free truck? The audacity. So to think that I could possibly be intimidated or scared of somebody who got it kicked off like that, sadly mistaken, bro. All due respect and no disrespect, doesn't hurt me. It just hurts you. And then if you do happen to make it, right? If you do happen to make it, what do you tell your wife and kids? You know what I'm saying? Do you tell them that you self-made? You tell them you got it out the mud? You lie to them like that? This lady didn't watch me from the beginning. I could never lie to this lady about, oh yeah, you know, I don't tell her no shit like, well, you know, I let them shit on me, but you know, I make them pay me all the money. Cause she gonna ask me, well, why the fuck you letting them shit on you if you gonna make them stand on business? Imagine you half-ass standing on business. That's half-ass standing on business. Am I right or am I wrong? Right? If you, if it's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Imagine telling me that you let the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate pay you a negotiated rate, but you stand firm on my lady because she on the side of the road and she called you directly. AAA could get you to go out there and tow her shit for $65 from point A to point B. But if she called you direct, you got the audacity to tell her $195, $250. What? So when they tell me that, you know what I tell people all the time? People think I always try to discourage people from having the memberships. All my clientele base, the people that got the 3As, the people that got the insurance, the people that got all that roadside assistance shit, They always tell me like, man, since I done found you, I'm about to cancel that shit. No, you don't. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Don't cancel that shit. Call me though. You can keep it, but just call me though. Because if you have it, when you call me and whatever I tell you it costs, you can submit that that invoice for your reimbursement. Yeah. So when people be like, how do you get all them 3A calls? Easy. Because I bump their customers. They tired of waiting on the side of the road for 3-4 hours for AAA to show up. Especially for the driver to every time I just checked the app. It told me he was going to be here in 13 minutes. It just reset and said he was 90 minutes away. A multi-billion-dollar conglomerate got y'all fucking y'all name up like that. And I'd be happy for it, because while you out here holding they nuts, you jagging your own name. So when you pull up and they be like, oh, Harvey's Way is an asshole, they had me out here for 3 hours. Yes, you deserve that. You deserve that because you allowed them to put you in that position. But if you didn't obligate, I tell them all, when they end up calling me, when the 3As, when Honk, when all them other motor clubs call me out to go do all of their primary providers work that they can't do, when I get there to the customer, I immediately let the customer know I ain't affiliated with them people by no means. And I flat out tell them the reason they had you out here for 3-4 hours is because their primary guys are out here working for peanuts. They try to go through all the list of the primary guys before they outsource to somebody like me. I'm the last person. I'm the last resort. So if I get a motor club or a AAA call, best believe they call me when nobody else was showing up. So if I decide to tell these people $1 million to move this motherfucker, if you want it done, that's what it take. It's not price gouging if I give you the price and you accept it. Okay? So understand that. So, because a lot of the guys, and this is something else I want to let y'all know. I have a lot of local companies here that are in my area. They call their regional managers, regional managers on me all the time. They call their bosses on me all the time. He's on live, he's showing credit cards for this. How do you guys pay him that? Bro, why you on my dick? Why you hating on me? Because you and your daddy couldn't make it? Now y'all back working for the people? Why y'all hating on me? Because I tell y'all all the time, all these goofballs come out here trying to sign on and be primary. Why do they come and go? Where y'all going so fast? Y'all ain't even stayed to kick it. Y'all ain't even stayed to have no fun. They come in and the audacity to tell me, oh, yeah, I tried that, but it ain't no money in that shit. It ain't no money in what? Oh, it ain't no money in it because you ain't know where to go. Oh, you thought like everybody else. You thought like everybody else that goes in toe talk. Where do I go get money, guys? Y'all asking a group with $100,000 people of where the fuck you should get some money from. It's 100,000 people in that group. It's only 50 states. You don't think your competition is in that group? You think they gonna tell you where to go get some money from? And if they sharing you or sharing with you how to and where they getting they work from, they're idiots because they don't even understand that you're gonna come in and take everything from them. Listen to this. I have a contract right now. If y'all ever watch my videos, the license plates that say manufacturer on there, that's one of my biggest clients. I have no contract with that client. They run at least $150,000 a year through my business, right? No contract. And I tell them I don't want no contract. They ask me all the time to sign some paper. But no, we're not going to sign paper because I want them to know that they have the option to use whoever they want to use. Why am I so free to let them use who they want to use? Because I know it's going to be hard to compete with me. It's going to be hard to compete with my customer service, the level of integrity that I carry in this business. I've had people that are here call that conglomerate. Hey, I just saw that guy speeding down the road with your cars on the back of his truck. He's going to kill somebody. You know what they say? They call me and hey, man, and where you get all these haters from, man? And I'll be like, what you talking about? Man, wait, we just had somebody call in here talking about you speeding with the cars. I'm liking shit. What y'all say? They say, shit, well, we got an appointment, so at least we know it's going to make it. Come on now. Man, your business. You understand? It's a lot of haters out here that's going to try to do a lot of shit. Babe, I told the people yesterday why I bought that 450. I told them how when we moved out to that gated community out in Chandler, right? We lived there for 9 months. I lived there for 9 months. Parked my flatbed at the other end of the block on the overflow parking for 9 months. Never had any issues. I don't know how nobody ever didn't see me get out the truck, walking to the crib, or walking from the crib to the truck. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, for 9 months, I parked that flatbed right there inside the gated community. I take Zyla, my 7-year-old, out to ride her bike one day. We walking through the neighborhood. A lady that looked like this, she seen us walking. She say, "Oh my God, I love your daughter's hair." Babe, her braids looked like they needed to be redone or some shit at the time. But she talking about she loved her hair. All right, cool. Awkward way to start the conversation, but okay, thank you. She looked down at my pants. I had my highlighter pants on. She say, "Oh my God, are you a firefighter or a paramedic?" I'm like, "No, I'm a tow truck driver." Oh, that's your tow truck over there. We woke up the next morning, had a email from the HOA talking about you can't park vehicles that size inside the gated community. What we do, babe? We went to Midco and copped that F450. Why? Because that F450 was just the right size. I stopped parking in the overflow park and I started parking that bitch out front the crib. Let me tell you something. You try to get in my way, I'm going to get on top of your shit. You know, when they say, "Hey, man, keep applying pressure, bro. Keep your feet on their neck." No George Floyd. Hey, what's the oldest year truck you would consider to start? My first truck in 98 and it started in 2018. Oh, and you started in 2018. People don't realize how much it actually costs to run a business. Big facts, big ant. Ron, what's the word? Is it hard to start a tow truck company? It is, absolutely. It's not hard to start it, but bro, he hitting that voice when he talking about the trucking about. Hey, y'all know how I get. Facts, I tell him the same shit. Get your bread back. 3A's out here is non-consistent. Pay me to get reimbursed. Facts. People don't realize how much it actually costs. Fuck the haters. Indeed, they do. I've had customers tell me that they've been waiting for 3-4 hours. They bringing the Chicago out, bro. In the dough. I've had people tell me they've never had someone show up in less than 4 to 5 hours before. Them all my clients. Let me tell you something. When I pop up in 30 minutes, them people be like, I mean, they said 30 minutes, but I ain't believe this shit. How y'all able to do this? AAA can't do this. And it just be like, man, bro, this I'm me. I am him. Sorry. I am him. They call me Himothy. Did you used to drive semis? Yes, sir. I tell auto clubs it's expedited service and I will be paid as such. Out of network for life. Tell them. Yeah, they're horrible. Highlighter pants. Wow. Yeah, we had the same problem in Illinois. Go hard. Did the same shit. Did you used to drive semis? Damn, I asked. Yeah, I did. Would you ever do memberships like AAA for your company? If so, how would you do it? Would I do AAA memberships like to get my tow truck towed? Like, you mean to like put it on my truck? So if I need a tow, I call AAA? Fuck no. I wouldn't want one of them hack jobs coming to tow my shit. Hell no. I'll stick to calling Shane. Shout out to Elite down in Casa Grande. Y'all be seeing them with the twin steer rotator towing my shit. Yeah, that's my man's. If I have to call, I'm gonna just pay. It is what it is. If I just pay. See, when you out here, and this is something and it's gonna sound real reckless, but it is what it is. When you out here making money, bro, you ain't worried about how much shit costing, man. Like, people complain about tires and people complain about maintenance and people complain about weird shit like that. And it's like, yo, just charge what it costs to be out here. And I guarantee you wouldn't worry yourself with a lot of that shit. When I got that F450, it didn't have no real headlights. It had them halogen bullshits on them. So I went and got the Morimotos for $2,000. People was like, you spent $2,000 on those headlights. Yeah, them bitches look sick, don't they? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like nice shit. You know what I'm saying? And if it costs for me to have that, I'm gonna have to pay for it. Like, it's just what it was. Also, my 2021 was a new truck at the time. So the headlights, you had to pay what they were. Now, sure, you can go get those same Morimotos right now for, I think, $1,500. But they was $2,000 when I bought them. It's just as simple. No, how people pay insurance like that, pay you monthly or yearly for a tow, I guess. You want me to start a membership. Now, I've thought about it, but what could I actually charge? And then I have to think about the clientele base. Okay. It wouldn't really be beneficial for me to do that if my people travel. Okay. They got their membership through me, but we're in Arizona. We live in Arizona, right? But they travel to Utah. I wouldn't be able to go get them for Utah. Now, could I call a company up in Utah, pay them to do it and try to work out something? Yes. Excuse me, but I'd end up probably losing money. So it's better to just do it the way that I'm doing, right? I let the people just deal with who you dealing with, right? If you don't want to pay directly. It's a lot of people that don't even have that shit though. It's a lot of people that won't even pay for that shit on their insurance because they've had experiences with it in the past. Like I tried using my insurance once before. They had me out here for 4 hours. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I just call directly. And that's what I'm more power to you. Simple as that. Hey man, appreciate the follows, man, for sure. What happened for you to go from semis to tow trucks? I do both currently as well. Okay, so I got out of the semi because I was just throwing an idea to see what your thought was. I think your advice not even really just about towing, bro. It does. I say this every time, Ron. What I talk about isn't just specific to towing. What I talk about is all businesses. Okay, hear me out. Everybody works. I mean, everybody shops at McDonald's, right? Everybody gets food from McDonald's. Okay. You can get a double quarter pounder meal, large fry, large drink, double quarter pounder meal, $15. Okay. This is McDonald's, $15. If you had a burger joint, okay, your burger's way better than McDonald's, fries better than McDonald's, drink better than McDonald's. But you say, I don't have the high expenses that McDonald's has, so I don't have to charge $15 for the burger. I can charge $7.50. It's a lot of people like that in businesses all over. All right. So my thing is if the big guy is charging, let's say, now don't always follow the big guy because there's a lot of the big guys who out here fucking the game up too. But a lot of the big guys aren't worth following because a lot of the times they charging too little. But if you have a big guy, a big company that is everything you want to be, how you coming in less than what the fuck they got going on? You should be coming in at equal or more than what business you see. If you looked at a millionaire, how could you say I want to be a millionaire, but you would take 500,000? You're not going to be a millionaire, right? Because you took 500,000. So it's all over. It applies to everything, bro. It applies to everything. I only use my AAA if I'm sitting at home and need some service that's not rushed. And this is what a lot of my clients say. They got a lot of times they don't even bother me with a lot of shit. Oh man, I'm at the house, man. I need a jump start, but I ain't, I'll just let AAA come do it tenfold because I really ain't trying to come and do a jump start. I prefer to tow, right? Just like that. I wanted to start my own company, but I don't know all the business stuff. What do I do? Go work for a few places. Simple as that. Go work for a few places, Philip. If you don't know everything that you need, and you're not going to know everything when you start your business. I didn't know everything and I still don't know everything. I still learn every day. The day you stop learning is the day you know nothing at all. But you'd want to have at least a 70 percentile on the knowledge before you go. It's a lot of people that jump out here with 20 and 30%. It's a lot of people that jump out here with no idea. A lot of people. This is where a lot of people's ideas get fucked up. There are scab ass companies out here that rip people off. Okay. So a lot of people see that. And the first thing they say is, oh, I'm in the wrong line of business. I need to get in that. And so what they do is they go out and buy a tow truck thinking they're going to be able to rip people's heads off. The thing is, you're only going to be able to rip off a few people's heads. See, I came from Chicago. There's a company out there called Priority. It used to be called Johnny's back in the day. All right. This company is damn near known all over the country because of the scab shit they used to do back home. They still do it right now today. They moved down to Tennessee trying to do that shit. Same shit they was doing back home. Now, I don't knock what people do because I mean, it's going to catch up with them on their own. I don't got to hate on them or knock them before it catches up with them. But the thing is, if you could trick them, you can beat them, right? I mean, that company was running around. They'll come out, tell you it's going to be $2,500 for a winch out on your semi loaded, right? They get you out the ditch. They never take the winch cables off you, never take the straps, chains off you, and then they tell you owe them like 15,000. Of course, you're like, fuck you. I'm not paying 15,000. You told me 2,500. Now they're gonna impound your shit, sit it at the yard for 500 a day. You're gonna pay to get that shit out. Now, granted, that company is a scab for doing that. They a piece of shit for doing that. But it is what it is. This is the game you play. See, I pride myself on knowing that I can have people by the balls like that. I choose not to fuck them though, because I want them to come back. Sometimes people like to make love. They don't like to fuck. Ain't that right, baby? Making love way better than fucking, ain't it, sometimes? But sometimes when you want to get that aggression out, it's cool to fuck though, right? I'm just saying. All right, is it worth leaving? Oh, you asked me why I stopped driving semis, is what you asked me. So let me answer your question. So when I was driving over the road, I was making great money, but I started running into a lot of brainless people out there. Yeah, so while I was out there, I started running into a lot of brainless people out there that would be spinning their wheels for shit. They'll tell you, "Oh, it's fuel money, bro." I just got tired of that shit. I really did. Like, I'm good with standing on my numbers and standing firm, but a lot of that standing firm shit had me out over the road for days, sometimes weeks at a time when I could have been to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wait on a load at the crib before you know what I'm saying? So I spent a lot of time at truck stops for days trying to get a load because I ain't the type that's going, oh, well, I'm just going to take this load because it's going to be some gas money to get over here to get this load. And then, because see, the brokers, they know this. They know, hey, hold on, don't pay too much for that. Put it out there for the low. We're going to get a goofy to come do it for the fuel money because they want to get home or they want to get to a better city or something like that. You took a load for $1,000. That load was paying $3,500. You tell me why the fuck a broker deserves $2,500, and I'll tell you why the fuck are you driving trucks? Why are you not a broker? So I thought about being a broker. I was going to stop and be a broker, but I've always had my touch on towing. I've been in the towing game all my life, right? That was one thing my father did that was pretty decent, right? He raised me up around his jobs. He used to work at a lot of towing companies. The last company he worked for, Robinson's Towing, the owner took me up under his wing. Frank Robinson, may he rest in peace, taught me everything that I know. Mind you, I came up in the game in the late 90s. So when I tell y'all $1,000 a day, understand that that number was instilled to me in the late 90s, early 2000s. We in 2000 and finna be 25 and motherfuckers can't see $1,000 a day. So you know, that's what made me go back to towing is I've always had my clause in the game. It just, I kept trying to run away from it. I figured like, fuck that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then of course people kept discouraging me. When I did think about trying to do something, everybody kept saying, oh man, you got to do the motor clubs like us, man. You got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't really trying to do that. And if I got to do that, I don't want to do it. I just, continue working. I was doing 120 grand a year as a driver for somebody, as a truck driver. Didn't even have to do the owner op shit. Didn't even have to get my own semi. I was working for somebody making $120,000 a year as a truck driver, $2,500 every week, clean, clear on my shit. Sometimes I get $500 bonuses. Sometimes I get $1,000 bonus. It just depends on what I was doing and how well I was doing, right? So if I'm making 120 as an employee, coming home every night, getting the layup, getting my dick wet, all that, who wouldn't want to? Who's trading that in to make the same amount of money, but you're going to be the owner? I would hope nobody, but there's a lot of people that do that. My video that I put out there is $10,000 a month of gross adequate money to run a business, run a towing company. I put that video up 2 years ago. It's still getting people on that bitch. Man, 10K is good money, bro. You tripping. That's $120,000 a year. That's what you gross as a boss. I was making net 120 a year as a driver. Could you imagine the owners that I knew in the towing game that would stick their chest out to me when I was driving trucks for Armin, telling me, oh man, you still working for people? What? You bitch ass nigga. I make more than you. You talking about some, like, man, beat it. Beat your feet. I make what you make before you got to pay any of your bills. And you had to run the truck for the year. And according to my math, it's $147,000. You only made 120. You $27,000 too short. All right, where we at? Let's see where we at. Would it be beneficial for you to have a service truck that change 18-wheeler tires on the highway? Absolutely. Absolutely. You'd have to have insurance for that, and your insurance is going to be pretty high for that because now your liability is you out there pulling tires off of tractor trailers, 80,000-pound trucks on the road, right? So you're going to have the insurance for that, which is cool. It's not going to be much, right? But it's you'd have to make sure that you set up for that. And it's good money in that. I had a guy charge me $400 to put a steer tire on my 03 International, and I had the tire already, but it was road service, so he had to come out, put the shit on. He charged me $400 for that. Shit, I didn't even make $400 on the tow that I was doing that day, but shit. So yeah, it's plenty money in that shit. I enjoy these videos, real talk, not all that bullshit. I appreciate you. I've owned my place for 20 years, heavy and light. I'd sell it. Iowa tow guy, are you? I guess that's Iowa, right? Tow guy. Been working in the industry for 10 years. I just don't know the office stuff. Get to know it. It's super simple. Definitely go work for a few companies. So many just starting because they got a few dollars in their pocket. Absolutely. A lot of people, mommies and daddies done put them on, bro, and they fucking it up. Brad Wagner. Yep, I know the owner personally. And John's not a I look, I don't knock how people get down, right? If that's how they want to get down, that's how they get down. But I like karma. I like good karma, right? And I don't like taking advantage of people. And this is the thing. I wouldn't want to make it rich one day. And then I have people looking at me like, yeah, shit, the only reason he got all that shit is because he done fucked everybody. And I don't want that. I want motherfuckers to be like, man, that dude deserve all that shit, man. For real. That man that came out here and worked his ass off. He done bust his ass out here, man, and then did what he had to do. Damn, I need to change my name now. Preferred towing out of Mark and Mokito. Oh, Preferred been doing a thing. You know who came up out there? Affordable then came out there. I don't know where that man and that man only had a couple heavies when I was out there, man. That I done looked up. Affordable done went crazy. Hey, keep this shit tow, bro. What I do? What I said that wasn't tow, bro. What that wasn't tow affiliated. See. They also own A1 Towing in Aurora. That's his dad. His dad owned that. Didn't they own ACs too? Huh? Because I guess when I was that's see, he just talking shit. They also own one. So yeah, they own A1, but I think they own ACs too, right? ACEYS. His brother Mighty, Joe, he still got Mighties out there. They still doing their thing. Where we at? Is it worth leaving a career in it to go into towing business? It can be, yes, and still run priority out of Batavia. Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. So listen, let me tell you about John. So it was Johnny's priority. He named it something else. I opened up my shit for Harvey's Way. A week later, he popped up with an international. I swear on the side of that bitch, it said Mayway Towing. I thought that shit was hilarious. Like the man don't give a fuck. Like he just bar none out here for real. And don't forget about his brother doing the same shit, Mighty's. Oh yeah, I just said that, Brad. I wonder what the insurance is on a heavy. It's a lot. So I was at 3,500 when I priced out my 25 ton. So I was paying 5,500. I was gonna pay 5,500 for the trunk payment and 3,500 a month for the insurance. For tires on semis, at least we charge it's $385, $95 service charge, $145 an hour, minimum of 2 hours. Good money, Antoine. I will agree with that. John, brother, following right in his steps. But so listen, and the shit looks pretty. Tell me it does not. You see all them matching rotators, all that matching shit. The shit looks great. I love trucks myself, right? But when I have to sit back and be like, yeah, that shit gonna be gone in a little minute. Like it won't be long before that shit is either on the repo list or, you know what I'm saying? And that shit's not a good feeling. First of all, we all know that these rotators are like 1-point-something million, right? I don't know what kind of business you gotta be doing if you could just flip like 4 of these bitches a year, but maybe it must be good. Maybe it's something I don't know. Did you hear about the operator from Chicago that passed away, hit on the 94 in Wisconsin? That's Yafo. Rest in peace to Yafo now, man. They lost their brother, man, and it's a lot of us that lose our lives on that white line, bro. That's why this is nothing to play with. That's why this ain't no game. That's why we shouldn't be out here working for free, because there's no price on our life, but there should be some sort of hazard pay for what we're doing. But this is why I'm gonna tell everybody, man, keep your head on a swivel when you out there, man. Them cars moving 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, bro. It only takes that long before somebody can take you up out of here. You understand? Your wife don't need that phone call. Your kids ain't trying to deal with that shit. We got to keep our heads on the swivel out here. They don't give a fuck about us. So we got to give a fuck about ourselves. That's why I put 1 million lights on the trucks. They can say whatever they want to say. Oh, that's too many lights. I don't give a fuck. Your excuse will not be you didn't see that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Simple as that. I agree, bro. That's facts. He could have all that without all the scamming. Can you talk about how to price a basic 10-mile tow? I got you, Denny's. Yep. Aces and his dad owns Axel. Axel is what it is. You are, man, Brad, you definitely from the crib. This dude definitely from the crib. Mighty's got a heavy repo. Yeah. 150 a hook, 5 a loaded mile is good. He just hit you right on the head. Yep, look real pretty. They're all leased. Them and Rand Wally's. Hold on. Now, I don't know about Rand Wally's. Now, Rand Wally's been around for years, and they got a lot of older shit. They've been in the game for a while. So I don't, but we not finna do that here. That's not what this is for here. We gonna continue to be positive on this shit. Either way, though, he makes people pay cash and he nails the insurance companies. That's why I got life insurance. Yes, sir. Now I'm talking about that driver. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. How am I saying this? SOS TV Mountain. Why do I feel like I know who this is? This ain't Shaquan, is it? I wonder if that's who that is. Hey, it is. He say it is. Hey, look, I knew it was. I'm like, man, TV Mountain. You in ATL now, huh? You done left the crib. Brad, you grew up with Johnny and Joe. And this is the thing, like I love all the Toe brothers, right? Because we all out here doing the same shit. I just feel like, man, a lot of guys be doing some way out crazy shit. And don't get it fucked up. I'd like to have a lot of the finer things in life myself. But I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of that shit look good till you start knowing how drivers was treated, right? See, they like Longhorn over there. And what's that other steakhouse we used to go to over there on 75th Street in Naperville? Is that what was that? Remember when John he was taking them out for the steak dinners, and that was the joke they always used to say. They used to be like, man, they don't pay shit because he always taking y'all ass for steak. What was that? That had to be Texas Roadhouse, wasn't it? It was in Naperville on Lake Street. No, it wasn't Texas Road. No, it wasn't Outback. What was that? It had to been like it wasn't a Longhorn. Maybe it was Texas Roadhouse. But at the end of the day, all you got to do is just look at that type of shit. Matter of fact, one of his drivers was a real big time YouTuber. He did all the rotator jobs on YouTube. Was real big with that shit. He left, started his own shit. I ain't heard from him in a minute. As a matter of fact, the last I had heard from him, he was working for his brother Joe over at Mighty's. This is why I tell y'all, like a lot of the times, man, operators can be outstanding as operators, but once they step into that ownership position, bro, it just fucks with them somehow. It's not for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? I had to learn that shit the hard way. It is what it is. Lincoln Towing out of Chicago. My old boss used to work there doing PPI back in the day. So Lincoln Towing always was in the news. They kind of like rendered services, right? They just like a city. Well, they got a lot of so in Chicago, they don't call it PPI, right? Private property impound. They call it relocation, right? And you'd have to have a relocator's license. See, private property impounds, you could just be a towing company and get those. If you do it in Illinois, Chicago specifically, you have to have a relocator's license. It's similar to a repo license. But yes, Lincoln Towing, and I don't know if they still around anymore, because the last I heard a few years ago, they was closing up, or I know they had closed them up. ICC did, at least for a little minute. Yeah, he left because they fired his buddy. He owns a company called McKay's. Okay. Definitely not for everybody how much you make this year. I've been doing this for 25 years, but I love what I do. That's why I'm trying to learn this power line trade so I can run my own company one day. I feel like you gotta have it in your blood. Oh, they used to get it cracking, right? So so when I was chasing back in Chicago, this is why chasing, man, you know, it's in my blood. That's why people be like, so I have no contracts, if we want to be clear. People will be like, man, how do you get those accidents? I still chase. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. But anyway, so chasing was a thing back in Chicago that it's way different than where it is in a lot of places, man. It's gang bang central. Simple as that. It's gang bang central. When I first started chasing, I was working for a company that was getting ran off. They was getting ran off on all accidents, right? Because you know you had to have it in you, right? And if you could trick them, you can beat them, right? Name of the game is to stroke the lane, right? So I worked for a company that the guys were pretty much just bullying them, if you will. So it was easy for me to get the job because nobody wanted to work there. Like everybody was scared to work there. Cool. I'm chasing all the accidents in the middle of Inglewood. Now, this company that was out there, shout out to Jay Bird, because I never had issues with them, but they had a company called 360 at the time, ATS, right? So they had all the gang bangers in the trucks. These guys didn't even know how to tow cars, but they knew how to blam. That's all they knew how to do. And they used to fill the front bumpers of the trucks with Quikrete, right? They'd get them push bumpers put on the front, and they'd pour Quikrete and water in them bitches, make them super heavy. And if they catch you on an accident, boom, they T-bone your shit, take you out the game, put you out of commission. That's how they used to do it, right? So they caught me on 86 in Peoria one day, a block off Halsted. They catch me on 86. They call a accident. Guy was running. He was driving down the street. There was a one-way street, cars on both sides. He drunk. He done hit a car, flipped the car in the middle of the street, tow up cars on both sides of the street. So when I get there, I'm first on scene. I pull up. I pull up. Here come the 360 truck. I see it coming up the block. They ride nothing but trappers, straight hoopties. Like, you know, they gonna destroy your shit. You got $100,000 truck, you be scared when you see those trucks pull up because you know what time it is. So they pull up, they pull all the way up on my truck. They put the front bumper on the back of the boom on my shit. Sat that bitch on there. I seen the driver door open on that bitch. I opened it up the door of my truck because I was standing outside the truck. I opened up the truck, pulled that 30 from up under the seat. All I'm gonna tell you is they damn near threw the transmission out that motherfucker trying to back that truck up the road. You get what I'm saying? All I'm gonna tell you is I never had no more smoke after that. And that's how it is. And it shouldn't be like that, but that's how it is. And I was on that. I was young and dumb too, though. So it just is what it is. But yeah, they'll do all that shit out there, man. It is what it is. Where we at? Chasing in Chicago is crazy. He's on YouTube. He's doing well and has a 16-ton and a heavy, I believe. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, let's see, man. No. Funny you said those names back in the day. He moved the mayor of Aurora car into handicapped and towed it. I believe it, bro. I believe it. It's a lot of shit out here. Somebody asked me something. I think it was Sandy. What did he ask me? Oh, how much did I make this year? So it's very exciting if you're young and you ain't really got much to lose. How much did I make this year? I didn't really make much money, man. The business took a lot of money this year. I actually don't. My business does decent, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really do too well. I'm just an employee here. So I make just regular money. What's good from Charleston, South Carolina? What up, Toe-Op Bruce? Shout out to South Carolina. Hey, man, if y'all in here, man, go slide on to the link in the bio, man. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. I'm trying to push everything from this to on this side. Seeing as, you know, they don't want to never support you. People don't ever want to support you, shit like that. If I don't get paid for the videos, at least I might can try to get paid off of the YouTube or something, right? You know, that way we can, you know, my goal is only so we can, network, reach out to each other, help each other in the industry, right? Like, for example, that guy said he's in South Carolina. I just would like to, network and have a lot of owners in the industry basically get on the same page, right? I pride myself on having a business that people would want to work for, right? I never wanted to be the guy that people hated to come work for me, or people would be like, man, I'm not working for dude. They don't pay shit over there. I really dislike that they've made this industry become just a job and no longer a career. You have people that would actually say, like, I had a truck driver one day. He got in my truck and he asked me, he says, man, you really like doing this or something? Kind of caught me off guard because I'm like, yeah, why you say that? That man said, yeah, because I can't imagine this shit pays too well. This dude was a truck driver. And he had the audacity to tell me some shit like that. So normally I'm I'm a humble guy, and normally I'd have let some shit slide, and I'd have been like, I mean, it's all right, pay the bills, right? But in this case, I just had to tell the guy. I said, well, what up, C's? But I had to tell the guy. Well, I mean, I guess it don't pay too bad. I just charged you $350 to go from where we just went to take you to the crib. So I mean, it paid pretty decent. That man said, oh, this your truck? Yeah. Oh shit. But the fact that even if it was my driver, like, damn, you gonna disrespect that man like that? You know what I'm saying? Lucky I'm over ain't hit him in his shit. Oh shit, we got Captain America back in here. What's going on, Cap? I just opened my towing company about 4 months ago. It's good. I get a lot of cash calls, but I really want to work the insurance companies, but still have not got nothing yet. Just stand down, take your time. I can't tell you a way. I can't tell you a way. I can tell you a way. Okay. Do you know what edging is? So, you kind of got to do that with them. Okay. You basically call them, get them all the way to when you're getting ready to do this. And then you stop. Right? You stop. Go MIA, go MIA, disappear for a little bit. Somebody gonna hit you up like, hey, we noticed you didn't finish out the is there anything we can help you with, or is there anything we can do to get you to, like, what's going on? Then you hit them with the yeah, I was just really going over them numbers, man, and I really couldn't even make that make sense if I wanted to. Oh no, we understand. What was it that you didn't like? This is why when people tell me they negotiated their rates, listen, them rates that's on the paper, that 65 a hook shit, that's what they try to get you to go for. If you could trick them, you could beat them. That's what they try to get you to go for. Them people willing to go from that 65 to like 95. The only thing is, if you come in at 65, you could get a bunch of work. You can get a whole lot of work. But if you went to that 95, you're going to get some work, but it ain't going to be that much, because it's a lot of people that's in at 65. It's a lot of people that's in at 75, and it's a lot of people in at 85. You don't get your work until 65, 75, and 85 say that they can't do it. Then 95 get to get it. Instead of just getting a 95, don't have nothing set up. Man, I don't have no rates on there. When they call, it's whatever the fuck you say it is right then and there. Simple as that. It's called edging. How big are you trying to go? Heavy duty, low boys, or are you fine with the light side? So light duty is actually great for me. People ask me this all the time. I make heavy duty money with these light duty trucks. So it really doesn't even excite me to try to go that way. Especially when, to be aware is to be alive. I tell people this all the time. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Okay. So a lot of companies around here, a lot of clueless individuals out here that run their heavies for 175 an hour. A lot of the bigger companies too. It's a company out in Tempe. They one of the largest companies down here, and they think they Top Shot McGraw. 175 an hour. That doesn't impress me. Cause see, again, I'm thinking to myself, how you charging 175 an hour and you got a truck that's costing on a minimum side $500,000, $600,000 on the road. The driver that's in it makes $120,000 a year. The fuel he's burning in that bitch got to be 40 to 50 a year. The insurance on that bitch got to be another. So all I'm going to tell you is at $175 an hour, I think I'm cool on trying to stack up that bread. My truck payment on that 25-ton 2025 Peterbilt I was finna get was, the truck was $595. The payment was going to be $5,500 a month. The insurance was an extra $3,500 a month. That was $9,000 a month to have it, to go get it and sit it at my yard. $9,000 a month. Then you want me to put a driver that makes $10,000 a month in it. That's $19,000. I ain't paid for no fuel. I ain't paid for no, he fucked up nothing. I ain't paid for none of that shit. He ain't dropped the coil on the side of my shit. He ain't dropped the transmission in one of my, he ain't did none of that. But I'm already at, come on, way too much money. We had 20 grand a month and they ain't even made no money. How I'm getting my money back at $175 an hour. Now, does that mean that there's not good paying work out there? No, that's not what that means. But I'm not about to be out here trying to go and beg people to understand why it should be this much and not that much. Hey, if y'all want to go and run yourself ragged like that, by all means, have fun. I'll stick over here in the light duty side doing my thug thizzle. Because actually, I pride myself on doing these videos like that, hearing them guys, all them big players, all them big guys down here in Phoenix. And y'all know who I'm talking about because y'all probably in here watching like y'all always do. But hearing y'all say, oh, he can't be doing too much. He ain't got shit but that light duty shit over there. Boss man, my light duty truck's doing what your heavy duty shit doing. Huh? Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Got they drivers all on fucking on the internet, all in the Facebook groups. Bro, y'all in Tempe. What y'all trying to come down here to Maricopa for some tolls for? Especially when y'all coming all the way from Tempe to Maricopa and y'all charging less than me. Come on, bro. But see, drivers, that's why I don't listen to what drivers say. Because see, drivers are only out for their commission. And I don't knock the driver. Hey, you want to get your money. You trying to stack your check up. You don't care where they send you. As long as your check come out, hey, get your money. But it be the owners that's sending their trucks out 40 miles away, 30 miles away to make a $90 tow. You got to be nuts. You got to be nuts. I don't give a fuck how many rotators you got, how many drivers you got. Because all them overworked, underpaid drivers do not impress me, especially when they come here asking for a job. And I ask, what are you making over there? They'll tell me they making 6, 7. Babe, the 3A, the primary 3A company over here. What do they make over there? $600-700 a week. And she got their ass, she pinning their ass against the wall every day. They come over here and have the audacity to tell me they want $1,000 to work Monday through Friday and they only work days. You explain to me why I'm paying you $1,000 a week to work 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, but you letting Shorty pay you $600-700 and she calls you out your sleep at 2 a.m. to go do a tire change for $28. You got to be nuts. You got to be nuts. Videos you post on TikTok, post on YouTube Shorts, it will bring you the algorithm. It's shout out to that. See, what part of Louisiana you from? God told me in 127, and I think we all use this YouTube video. That's Caesar Shaquan. Has ATL Shaquan. I've been doing work for Caliber Tone and JNS. Caliber is real decent. I know Caliber and I know JNS. Caliber does a lot of United Rentals work in Greco, I think. Love your videos, man. Georgia in the building. Shout out to Georgia, man. Straight up. What that is? The 678-404. Okay. Okay, to send you my number. Captain America. Captain America. I remember you from yesterday, man. Yeah, you can send me your number, man. You can send me your number. You got the 30 years in. I remember we talked. Where's the profit? There ain't none. It's very minimal. When do you think is a good time to get other truck and worker? Man, stall it out as long as possible. You can do bad by yourself. Trust me when I tell you that. Have you ever had any problems with your tents? All the time. I just got pulled over the other night for that shit. It's $100 ticket though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really giving a fuck about that. It's not a moving violation, so it doesn't really affect you at all. It doesn't fuck with your insurance or nothing like that. I just ride around with the ticket. If I get pulled over while I have that ticket, I just show it to them and tell them like, yeah, I'm about to get this taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And they'll let you go. And then I just wait around for the next ticket. I don't really give a fuck about no tent ticket, bro. I'm in the desert. It's 115, 120 degrees in the summertime. I wouldn't dare not have tinted windows on that truck. Straight up. We got a big company around me. $65 local tolls blows my mind. Plus, with common sense, you can do some heavy duty winch outs with the light duty. I do it all the time. Better check my page out. And some medium duty tolls with a driver that's got common sense and working 12-hour shifts. Yeah, on bro. Shreveport, yep, he owns JNS now. Oh shit, Caliber does. Damn, that's what's up, Brad. Ain't no money out here unless you the boss. Stop saying that, Shaquan. I'm in Shreveport all the time. I run light duty 3,500 clear every 2 weeks. 72-hour weeks. So what is that? 1750. That's 1750 a week. That's not bad. 4, 6, 7, 8, 770. There we go. I've been with my company almost 10 years, but I get paid $12.50 a week, Monday through Friday. Ooh, you getting some bread, Bruce. Because what y'all have to understand too, and I don't want nobody getting over here. $12.50 is that set? Listen, it's a lot of. I just told you, it's a lot of guys out here making $600, $700, and $800 a week for the same time. So the numbers like this. This is why I don't like. This is why I don't like commission. Okay, some people say hourly drivers are lazy, but listen. You couldn't be lazy and work for me. All right. We gonna find out what you're capable of in your first week, 2 weeks of working here, that you wouldn't play me later down the line. So if I get you to come in and I got you doing 10 tows a day, you couldn't get to a point where you get lazy and now you can only kick out 6 a day, 5 a day. Cause then I'm gonna ask you like, yo, what happened? We was doing 10 tows a day. So if people try to let that, but also the hourly pay, it doesn't make them lazy, because if you paying them an adequate amount of money, a nice amount of money hourly, they not going to try to lose that job. They wouldn't want to lose that job. And see, productivity is a must here, right? Because see, my work is too hard to come by here, right? I actually have to get out here and grind for the work that I go out and do. So this is why we can't do damage claims here. This is why we can't miss calls. This is why we can't see. I'm actually worse than a lot of the motor club companies, because see, where they can turn down a few every now and then because daddy's going to give them some more. I can't turn down shit but my collar when I put a suit on, because shit, I got to go out there and get it. This is why I told y'all my driver fucked up a Bentley a couple weeks ago. Okay. Y'all might have seen me go tow it, but that's because I had to tow it the next day to take it to the fucking shop, right? Driver has the Bentley, front flat tire on the Bentley. He allows the customer to drive the car up my truck and down off the truck. Now, this is the thing. I didn't fire him because he caused the damage. I fired him because of the negligence and the liability he allowed me to be open to when he allowed that lady to do that. This was a 2-door Bentley. All right. When she drove off, she snatched the front bumper off her shit because it was a front flat tire and it was way too low. Now, I don't know about nobody else. Now, all the drivers are going to scream, well, that's what you got insurance for. So that what they want you to do is put in a claim for that $3,000 bumper. And then next year, when I go to get my renewal for my insurance, the $25 that I'm paying this year, they going to make me pay $35 next year. So I'm going to get a $10,000 a year increase for filing that $3,000 claim. When it's like, nah, I'm going to just go in my pocket and pay for that shit so that I can get that up out the way and on to the next. Get what I'm saying? So, the commission shit, that's how you see what now commission is even worse than a lazy driver. Cause see, now commission has a driver he's trying to make his check the most it's ever been. So he moving like this. When you move too fast, I don't care how good you are. When you move too fast, sometimes you're going to fuck up something. That one fuck up might cost you everything you've been working for, right? So it's kind of like, just pay the guys a fair wage. You don't have to worry about shit. If they don't keep up with what they supposed to be doing when you paying them that fair wage, hire fast, fire fast. Get them up out of here. That's how we, where we at, man? That's how we were at Wes's. 10 ticket, not huge anyway. It's 127 here in the summer, and I'm a fishbowl. You crazy, Antoine. Andy's a good dude. 612s, man. Industry so saturated this way. But it also, and I believe it is down there too, from what I heard. But it also boils down, I'm his lead driver and do everything he needs and can run every truck he has. What's so hard about towing? Here goes CC. Y'all remember CC? He from back in the day. I remember this dude. It's a lot hard about it. How have you been, CC? How's life been treating you, brother? It's been a long time. Y'all remember when I tell y'all I get haters that pop up every now and then? CC is one of them, Mr. Rico. Y'all remember him? If y'all been around for a while, y'all might remember, dude. Let's see. Got to be a terrible phone call. Got to pay it out of pocket. Only time I let somebody drive it up my bed if it's a shop that I know very well that I can deal with. What's so hard? Oh, where we at? As an owner, how do you feel about charging a driver for damages? Absolutely not. That is one thing we will not do. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute, though, Shaquan. Being on percentages, what's made me a grinder that I am today. Hire fast, fire fast sounds good till there's no one to hire. I agree with the idea, but no, it sounds good. So this is the thing. I don't mind going and hopping in that truck myself. Everything that I have, I built it for myself. No driver put me here. No driver put me here, and no driver helped me to get here. The only thing that I ask drivers to do is what I ask them to do, which is their job duties. I don't ask drivers to go out and get me no more work. All I ask drivers to do is go out, put a smile on your face, handle that customer as if it's your mom or if it's your wife. You get what I'm saying? That's all I ask. I pay decent enough. I pay good. I pay better than any company around here. So if I'm paying you to do that, that's what it's got to be. If you can't do those simple instructions, bro, it's better to work here than a lot of places. The same guys that work for all of these other places, they hate it there. When they come here, this is the best thing popping. So if you come here, this is the thing. If you go work for Amazon, they hire fast, fire fast too. You don't come up with the productivity that Amazon tell you to come up with, you up out of there. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't hard for them to fill the seats. So it's not hard. It's not hard to get employees. It is hard to get a good one, an operator. Employees are nothing. Operators is what's hard to get. But true operators appreciate being appreciated. You get what I'm saying? I remember you. I ain't no hater though. Cece used to get on here saying all the time that type of shit. I think you got a buddy that does co-parts and used to brag about that shit all the time. Go through their insurance, bingo. Is a wheel lift better or a flatbed? Flatbed, you can get everything. I don't let anybody drive shit. Oh, we already did that already. You speaking. Only so much you can do alone. You are absolutely right. Again, everything I have, I did it on my own. When I really needed drivers, they weren't here. I had to go out in a truck. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I can absolutely do it all by myself. I've been doing it for the last 6 years by myself. The drivers that I do get, when they're working here, so this is the thing. It just was this year that I stopped having 2 trucks, right? So before that, I still had like damn near the same call volume that I was getting now then, right? So I only move like 5-6 cars a day. My drivers come here, they sit at home all day. See, that's the other part that people don't understand. If I have you come in 8 to 6, this is why I want people that live in Maricopa. This is why I want people that live local, right? Because when you come in at 8, it might not be shit going on. I'm not the type for to make you sit at the yard. Go your ass home. You want to go to the crib, go. You know what I'm saying? You might got your kids there, your broad there, whatever the case may be. Just when I hit that line, let's go. We got the roll. You get what I'm saying? My guys would sit at home for 10 hours they there, they at the crib 6 hours. You get what I'm saying? Every day. It's just the way that it goes. So again, I don't need a driver. I want drivers, right? I want them so that I can find other things to do, so that I can do other things with the business to grow the business, right? Because it's hard for me to do all of that while I'm in the truck at the same time. You get what I'm saying? So they won't learn from their mistakes if they don't pay for it. Listen, because I had to get back to Shaquan about that, about the damage. They won't learn from their mistakes if they don't pay for it, but it is. Let me tell you something. So I got to get on the damage. This is the thing. So damage claims, okay. So remember I just said a couple minutes ago, when a driver says, well, that's what you pay insurance for, that's like the worst thing they could say, right? But if we are being real, that is what you pay insurance for, okay? And a lot of states, it's illegal to charge a worker for damage, okay? I also don't agree with it because why was the damage caused? Was it lack of training? Was it negligence, carelessness, recklessness, or was it a genuine accident? Okay. If it's negligence, you gotta go. I'll eat the whatever you fucked up, I'll have to eat it, but you got the rad. Cause you're being negligent, bro. Remember the volume I said we had? They sit at the crib all day. They might do 2 toes, 3 toes a day. Bro, if that's all you gotta do, you should be an all-star. You got enough time to do everything you need to do. You can be as careful. It's not like you running 15, 20 calls a day to where the damage is kind of like, yeah, I mean, it happens when you're rushing. That's what happens. But if I'm paying you to take your time, bro, it is what it is. So anyway, for the damage, I can't charge you for no damage because it's illegal for one. And two, it's probably my fault that you damaged some shit, right or wrong. Because if he fucked something up due to lack of training, that's your fault for sticking him out there in that truck on your own. So no, I'm not charging a driver for no damages. But you probably only got once to fuck up, right? You probably only got once to fuck up here, and then after that, we gonna do some retraining, and then if you fuck up after that, you gotta go because there's a ton of people who gonna come here and they ain't gonna fuck up nothing because they're gonna look at it like, yo, this is a good ass job that I want to keep. I'm not gonna do anything to fuck it up. I don't care if he calls me asking me what's taking me so long on this call, as long as I'm hooking this car and securing this car the correct way. If I call your phone, hey man, boss, I'm looking at the GPS and the camera, bro. You've been sitting there for 20 minutes. Man, boss, I'm trying to make sure this car is on here the right way. I don't want nothing getting fucked up. Hey, say less, bro. Take your time, do what you gotta do. I'm done. I'm done. Cause I'd rather deal with that than man, bro. This lady pulled the front bumper off her Bentley. She didn't pull shit off the Bentley because you was the operator. So there you go. Who do you contact to get repos sent to you? So you got Ford Motor Credit, you got GMAC, you got buy here, pay here's, Synchrony. You have a bunch of options. Again, markets are getting saturated pretty quick. Don't become part of the circus. So why did you stop having 2 trucks? I couldn't afford it anymore. And it wasn't that I couldn't afford it. I tell y'all all the time, unless you can make a truck do $1,000 a day each, really doesn't make sense to have that, right? Because I've given y'all the expenses on what it takes to have that. So remember when I say to be aware is to be alive. I was transitioning my company. I was about to get out of my F450 and I was about to jump into this heavy, right? A 25 ton. Okay. Doing my homework like I do all the time because I never not do my homework. I'm always trying to learn more and more about what I need to learn. So finally got rid of the self-loader. I'm about to go cop this heavy. Again, I started doing those numbers on that shit, started seeing how I was going to be paying $5,500 for the truck, $35 for the insurance, saw that $9,000 a month just really wasn't making sense. So it was just like, look, stick to what the fuck been doing it. And that's where the fuck we gonna nail this down until it turn me back up. And if we have to continue doing it the way we doing it, this is what we gonna do. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm not the type of guy that's out here talking about, oh, I got this and I got that. I don't give a fuck. And neither does the next person. Don't nobody care what you got. You know what I'm saying? It might look good for appearances, but I'd rather have it not look like it. You understand what I'm saying? See, I don't want the fame. I want the fortune. So a lot of people out here that want the fame. Being famous don't pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? The fortune do though. All markets, not some. Bank lenders or anybody here pay here. There you go, Brad. You said it. Damage claim on drivers. Damage claim on driver's official payroll. What was you asking me about that? Payroll, I know you. That ain't beast mode payroll, is it? I get you. That's also why I said under certain circumstances, I fuck with the realness. That's y'all. What's y'all rates for cash calls? Ours is $1 empty, $4 loaded, and 100 a hook. So I'm at 250 ml empty. I do 5 loaded and 150 for the hook. It just and it also depends on who the customer is. So cash calls, yes. And then like of course, so I don't make my money off regular people. I don't. I make my money off the insurance companies. Do you want a big business? I want a business as big as what when we say big business, what do we mean? Are we asking, do I want 50 trucks, 75 employees, something like that? If I were going to be able to get all the money that I can get now, if I could get all the money, yes, I would absolutely like to be that large. If I could get the same money that I'm making right now, but I would never want to waver what I'm doing right now. So let's just say I make 10 each, and I'm just going to use these numbers because to make it simple. If I make 10 each with one truck, but then I get told that, but if you had 5, I could give you 5 each. You know, yes, the 5 seems great because it's like, damn, you know, you got 5 trucks, but bro, I know what it's going to cost to do all that. So you can't trick me about my seat like that. You understand what I'm saying? So if I could continue to grow as I am now and then up to that, yes. But if I have to waver at any point, no, we're going to stay where we at. I'm going to tell y'all something. More of the smaller companies that I knew, Frank Robinson, the company that I grew up with, the one that taught me everything I know, that man was pretty small. He had 5 wheel lifts, 2 flatbeds. Millionaire, self-made millionaire. This dude had a S. What was the S430? Was the big body Benz back then? Was it a 420 or a 430? He had that back then, right? This is when they first, when you first, you know, click the door, you ain't had to slam the door. You just click it and it suck it in. This was when they first started doing that shit on the Benzes, right? He used to have one of those long body gold joint. No WeatherTechs back at the time, but he had the rubber flow mats. That man used to have 20 grand up under the flow mat any given day of the week. Used to have dope fiends washing the car. He had a Nunu used to wash the car. This man a dope fiend. Yeah, didn't have to worry about $1 coming missing up out that month. You get what I'm saying? But this was a small company, but was large in money. See, I don't want to be large in company and small in money. I'd rather be large in money and small in company. Do you need a 25 ton for a CDL? For 20? Do you need a CDL for a 25 ton? Yes, you need a CDL, anything past 26,000 pounds. At what point do you feel like you got to take a risk, even if it don't make sense? I'm at that point right now, see? I'm at that point right now. I'm going to go for the gusto for 2025. And the only reason I'm going to go is because they say scared money don't make money. So I'm going to make me a move for 2025. I cannot say what the move is going to be, and neither should you. Whatever your moves are going to be, please do not tell anybody, because you have to be careful of those people that say hating ass shit in a funny way. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to be a lot of people that want to see you doing good, just not better than them. You understand? So don't tell nobody your dreams. Don't tell nobody your goals. Don't tell nobody what you're going to do, what you're thinking about doing, or none of that, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is they're going to hate on you. They're going to try to stop your show. So at what point do you feel? I think you just got to, when it sets in your heart, when God put it on your heart and in your mind, that's when I think it's time. Have you thought about, thank you, babe. Ooh. That joint piping hot. Where we at? Have you thought about getting a 16 ton? So I've came across a few of them. I would, but what's the saying? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I as quick as I thought about the 16, I quickly got up out of it because we all max out our equipment a lot, but I ain't trying to get into that field where I'd be maxing that truck out at all times. So no, I'd have to go past that and at least give me a 25. Payroll said, yeah, so that is from beast mode. I figured you was you. You covered the topic. A business like O'Hare can't finesse a motherfucker that know math. Cause men lie, women lie, numbers don't they? Men lie, women lie. Them numbers, boy, you can't get away from them. Like I could tell you all day long, man. Hell yeah, you can make 500 a day, bro. It's easy to make 500 a day out here, but you're gonna be pissed off when I tell you you're gonna spend like 460 480 you're gonna be like, yo, I did all this shit for a dub for the 40 ball. Motherfuckers leave their little bras more on the nightstand than you take it home. You understand what I'm saying? Come on now. S500. No, it wasn't an S500 back then. Back then, they only had S420s. The 500s didn't come out till what, 2000, 2001? So everything before that was like 420, 430, wasn't it? Bulletproof one? Fuck no. Watching on both platforms. Appreciate you. 100, John. New business owner. Any advice? Stand for something to fall for anything, Apple user. How is parking garage tow charged? Who you talking money now? Parking garage is that's a whole nother ball game, right? That's specialized services, right? Parking garage. Not everybody can get in a parking garage, right? Think of all you guys who, I ain't driving no self-loader. I got all rollbacks. They ass ain't getting in no parking garage. So you have to put a premium on your price because not everybody can do it, right? This is called niches. Niche, right? Niche. You want to know what your niche, what your niche is. So that 450, I told y'all, man, ladies here, I don't never got to flex in front of the lady. All right. This is why I tell you, you have to, what's going to work for you can take you off. All right. I told y'all when I got that F450, I don't know what happened, but the first 6 months I got the truck, I was able to pay for the truck because I was getting mad wheel lifting dolly tows, mad winch out recoveries, shit that I didn't even understand how I was even getting called for the shit. Because how y'all know I even got that type of truck? So yeah, parking garages. Oh, those are a premium on the price. I think we're gonna start that out depending. What you on, level 2? We can get you up out of there for about $795. What you on, level 4? Level 5? We need about a G-ball. We need about $1,000 to get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Or call somebody else. I don't know. Where we at, man? Where we at? Yo. Oh. How much is your rent at the yard? I spend $900 over there. Love that saying. So how to get rich in a towing company? I'm not in towing. So how to get rich? Stand for something so that you never have to fall for anything, right? It's just like with anything. How do you get rich doing anything? You have to really believe in what it is that you're doing. You have to really not pay attention to nobody around you. As hard as that may be, you really have to pay attention to nobody that's around you. I want to tell people, because people think that, I know y'all hear people say all the time, like, oh man, it's enough money out here for everybody, man. Why you hating? Let somebody, it's enough out here, man. You can let somebody get on and this and that. So the same person that tells you that, make them eat that same shit. So ask them like, oh, okay, cool. So where you located at? Once they tell you where you located at, be like, all right, so send me some work. Let me do some of the jobs you do. Matter of fact, what shops do you tow for? Right. So when people ask you, what shops do you tow for? Or how do you do this? Them people asking you how to take the food out your mouth. And there's a lot of ignorant people who will allow that shit. So what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, it's enough out here for everybody. Hey, you can go. I tow for this shop. Just go over there and tell them. Bro, you was only getting 2-3 tows a week up out them people. Fuck it. You was getting 4 a week up out them people. You just put somebody else on. Now you only get 2. But it's enough out here for everybody. You were struggling, right? You was just barely making ends meet, and you including somebody. You just freely including somebody in. How many people y'all think I grew up with? I done fell out with since I done started this shit. Man, bro, I'm gonna come down there with you, man, and cop me a truck. For what? Man, so we can get busy together. Oh no, I do business alone, brother. I don't need nobody to help me do what I'm doing. Because what do you want me to help me do what? Oh man, you can't handle all that by yourself. Sure as shit I can. But it's enough out here for everybody, right? Yeah, keep up with that. Try to keep up with that mindset, and we'll see how long y'all businesses succeed. Because that's exactly why the Truck in the Box program is getting ready to destroy everybody. It ain't just me that's going to get affected by that. All of y'all is too. Everybody. We are all going to get fucked as a whole. Why? Because when them people done moving a 20 a week, where do you think they going? Yep, you got it. All the contracts you got, all the customers you got, all that shit. Yep, that's up for grabs. Free game, baby. Free game, baby. And if they making them 20 cars a week make sense, you best believe they gonna make that 20 car math work for everything else that they do out in the streets. Kiss my ass if you trying to say, oh no, I stand firm on my numbers. I stand firm on my numbers with everybody else. I just let them shit on me. Yeah, okay, cool. I hear that shit all the time. Have you ever thought about car, truck, parking, storage? Absolutely, we do that. Fishermen never give up their spots. Whoo! What up, Nips? He funny as hell. Do you have any employees? Currently, no. Normally, yes, but currently, no. Again, I think we're going to try out this going back to what got me to where I was, which was working this shit solo dolo. You dig? Roast anyone? Roasting potatoes? Oh man, this just came up out the slow cooker. This meat don't even want to stay on the fork. On the fork. He said Nipsey. Most motherfuckers say Black Sam. But what is this? 2 hours? Oh shit, we got 2 hours down. What we got? Got 39 people in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all wasting y'all night with me and shit. I know y'all gonna say, man, it ain't a waste, bro. You actually kicking that knowledge. For sure. I'm always gonna do that. See, I'm a realist, man. I'd rather give y'all the real than to sit here and bullshit you. You dig? It's a lot of people that are bullshit you. Y'all know the guy I tell y'all all the time, the guy with the mohawk be trying to tell y'all that Copart shit is decent. And it's, oh man, it's all right. You just gotta know how. Y'all know how many people tell me, no, I'm gonna use the truck. I won't use the truck they give me to do the, I'm gonna use my old truck to do it. Bro, if your old truck is barely on the road now because it's gotta keep getting fixed or repaired or whatever the fuck, what do you think is gonna happen if you try to make it do a Copart workload? I told y'all this when I had my 2000 Chevy. I used to have to, I never even told y'all this, or I have said this once before, but it's been a while because I know I haven't mentioned it in a while. I used to keep a 2.5 gallon jug of oil in the back of that Chevy because it was burning oil, right? I couldn't afford to get the rebuild done, right? So it was burning the shit out the oil. So basically what I'm saying is I knew what I was having to spend just to keep that truck running. I could only imagine if I was trying to make an old raggedy truck do a whole lot of work. I could only imagine it's going to be real tight up on it, right up on it. Ran alone first 4 years, grew fast with help, was a disaster to my business. Now alone again, never changed back to having help again. And that's kind of like what I feel. Mike, what's up from one tow guy to another tow guy? What up, Mr. What was it, Boo Boo 50? The tow man. That's good shit, bro. No ways. Appreciate it. In the accounting side, how do you get it done? Towbook helps you a lot. If y'all know what that is, I pay $289 a month for Towbook. I do not use Towbook for out of network calls. I use Towbook for what it is, and it's a dispatching portal, and it allows you to save you. It allows you to keep track of everything, expenses and whatnot like that. You could also use Square. They have that option for you. QuickBooks, whatever. Or you could just do the old-fashioned pen and paper. You know what I'm saying? You can't pencil whip yourself. I can tell you that. Just want to say I got you. I got you playing in the tow truck, keeping it 100. Oh, that's what's up, Switchers. Appreciate you. Keep hustling, player. Yourself or pay someone to handle it. Myself. When you start paying people, especially if you are gonna make a couple dollars, man, you open yourself up to people starting to
get sticky fingers and start stealing from you and shit. So you kind of need to do it for yourself. And also, unless you just been in the game for a while and you already got your money and you trying to, you know what I'm saying, you just trying to save what you already got, maybe. But if you out here trying to get it, it's a lot of the shit you don't want your accountant knowing. And if you got them knowing too much too fast, it's a lot of shit he gonna tell you not to do that you might need to do. Can y'all run red and blue? No, sir. We're trying to get them right now. But the way these dingbats run around with the lights on all day with nothing on the fucking truck, it's gonna be a while before we get to use the red and blues. My wife is my business partner and she's great with saving stuff. So this is like how my lady is, right? Granted, this is my business 100%. She has her own shit going. But there's nothing that I couldn't say, hey, can you help me out with this? Or can you take care of this while I do that? It's just that simple. That's why another thing that is going to be a major key to your success in a business is the partner you choose to have, right? Because this here is a lifestyle. This is not a job, okay? It's many a nights that I still get out of the bed at 2:30 in the morning. I don't think she really likes that shit, but it's part of what it takes to do this shit, right? She absolutely knows that we're not getting out the bed for a $30 tire change. She knows that we're not getting out the bed for an $85 tow. And I wouldn't expect my driver to do that either. So this is why I say all of the commission drivers and shit. You hooked up with AAA. Your call paying you $85. You actually calling your driver out the bed to go get 30% of that $80. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 a.m. on the coldest day of the year. He laid up with his chick, probably just got one off. You know what I'm saying? He about to, he can't even go to sleep because you done called him to go do this $80 tow. Learning together, that's the best way. Yes, it is. Jacoby is crazy as hell. Facts, best partner. Low key, brother. Happy for you doing your thing. I appreciate that, Tabish. Oh, that's, hey, look. I'm saying, I appreciate that. And he talking to you. See, my bad. Hey, look, my bad. Where we at? Where you make 27? Hey, yeah, you feel me? If I'm leaving the house for a call, money got to make sense. Come on now. And I could tell you how many times we done went to white linen restaurants. We pulling up, we got our reservations and everything. We ready to walk in and get busy. You know, I need my A5 Wagyu. You know what I'm saying? My $175 steak. Tell them, baby. She need old porterhouse. You know what I'm saying? New York strip. I'm sorry, I got it right. New York strip, baby. You know what I'm saying? I like to go in there and get busy. Put on my mama. If that motherfucker ring, towing, we are going to take it to go. We're gonna be in the car. I mean, in the truck. We're gonna have to eat that shit in the truck or something. Well, we're gonna have to come back later. Cause see, when that bag called, we got to go. Cause shit, how the fuck was we even able to come to the Maple and Ash? How the fuck was we even able to come to Steak 44, Steak 48, Capital Grill? Shit, by these toes. We ain't about to miss no toes for no Capital Grill, for sure. Where we at? You going good too, G. Happy for you too, spitting that knowledge. Hey man, for sure though. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, you know, it's just who you keep in your corner, man. For real. You don't want no motherfucker that's, you know, always nagging. You know what I'm saying? Man, you gotta go again. You think I want to go? Shit, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know, it just is what it is. And I also ain't the type that's gonna be like, well, you got a driver, just send him. Well, he already doing something. You know what I'm saying? So let me go and do it. Shit. You know how it makes a driver feel? Do you know how an operator feels? My driver should tell me this. Do you know how they feel when they going one way down the road towing a car and they see their boss going the other way towing a car? Do you know how that makes an operator feel, man? That make an operator feel respected because it makes the operator say, well, damn. He ain't even make me go do that. I was just about to clear up. I could have gone and done it, but he went and did it because I don't man working. See, it's a team effort, right? We in this shit together.
right? Ain't no I in team. Didn't they tell you that in Pop Warner football? Ain't no I in team, right? It's just teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work. Some people make it when they get drivers, they think they got a pawn now, right? They think they got a goofy. They think they got a gopher. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that guy for a lot of people. I've posted pictures of my other companies I used to work for and their uniforms and shit like that. And they used to move just like that. Like you said, be consistent in the dough. Consistency, man. Nobody can beat consistency, bro. One of the ways I made my name well known out here. Mind you, I told y'all they done tried to hate on me in every way possible. I'm talking about the people that look like this. They don't like people that look like this. Oh, they used to run my name through the police type shit and everything. Bro, my relationship for the police, coming from a person who really didn't even associate with them like that, but just all of the shit they done said, all of the shit they used to try to shoot up under them people, right, and tell them about me. Y'all know what the police do, right? What they do, they investigate, right? They watch. You can't help but see what I'm doing. So guess what? Now I start getting to when I walk into the Quick Trip, when I'm walking into the gas station and they walking, oh, what's going on, Harvey? How you? Hey man, I don't care what them people say, bro. I see you out here. I don't care if it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. I always see you in that truck running up and down this road. You get what I'm saying? So you can't knock hard work, right? You can't beat it. You can't beat consistency. It's just that simple. You can only put up a facade for so long. I mean, and a lot of people thought I had one up for a minute. Like people used to come on this platform all the time. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you somebody must have gave you some money and put you on. Let me tell you something. Just because you couldn't get to where the fuck you trying to go without somebody helping you out, don't mean that that's how I had to get here. I wish I did have some sort of inheritance or some sort of lawsuit that put me in a position that I'm in. But no, unfortunately, I had to get this shit out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I pride myself and I come off extremely confident when it comes to my business. When people be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, I know a lot. I must know enough. I might not know a lot, but I clearly know enough that I've put myself where I am. And there's people that have been around 20 years longer than me that still ain't seen it yet. I remember when I went and flipped my F450, they was all screaming, oh, yeah, give him 6 months, he'll be out of it. I just was talking to somebody, a few weeks ago. Did I tell you what Chris told me when I was chopping it up with him about Lou? When I copped that 450, you know, everybody was like, oh, man, shit, you moving too fast, bro. You only been in the business 2 years. How you going and buying a brand new truck? First of all, I had to bag because the HOA was clowning me at the crib in the gated community for having a flatbed, right? But if I'm making a move, I think I'm thinking it through before I make it, right? So when I copped the truck, I thought I could afford it. Okay. So they told me give them 6 months. They gonna repo the truck, he gonna be out of business. 6 months after I copped that truck. So I got that truck in June of 2021. In December of 2021, January of 2022. I put the order in, the build sheet in for that crew cab, that 2023 MV607. Mind you, COVID had everything fucked up. So it took me 11 months for them to build that chassis and for me to receive it. That's 17 months at this point. So they said I would be out of business in 6, repoed the truck in 6, but by month 17, that crew cab was getting delivered to Midco in Chandler. For me to, that chassis was 80 something thousand, 90 grand, just the chassis by itself. When it went to Midco, that's how I ended up paying 177 for it when it came. So they said I was going to be out of business, but I went and copped a whole nother brand new one. I'm trying to figure out. Stand for something, man, or you're going to fall for anything, man. Believe none of what you're hearing, half of what you see. I try to tell y'all, man, straight up. I had a lot of respect for the owners of Bream Bros Towing when I was back in New York. All the brothers were in trucks running along us all day. A1. Hell no, I've been at it 9 hours already today. Finna hit the head. Finna head out for another 5 here in a minute. That's what's up, Nick. What's your favorite tow truck? hard work pays off and doesn't go unnoticed to the people that see good in you. Come on, talk to him, Eddie. Chandler, yes, sir. What insurance do you typically need? You need liability on hook. It's good to have workman's comp. You just got to make sure that your shit is right. So it's the amount that you got to carry. This is why people they always, so listen. The DOT numbers. This is why I like the DOT numbers. So you don't have to have them everywhere, but you can't go out of state. But this is why I like DOT numbers. In order for you to have an active authority, which means you can actually run those numbers across state line, you have to have a minimum $1 million policy on your shit. Okay. I like when they do that because some of that keeps you away from a lot of work. There's some people who won't even deal with you unless you have a DOT number. They just want to make sure you got an authority, you got enough insurance to carry whatever it is. So you need to at least have 250,000 on some on hook coverage, right? 200,000, just depending on what you're carrying. Now, for example, I carry a lot of brand new vehicles. I have a client that I move a lot of their brand new cars. Shit be 120,000 each. So if I have $100,000 on hook coverage and I flip the car off the top of the truck and it's a $135,000 car, I still owe 35,000 because my shit was only for 100. You don't want to have to come out that 35,000. You want everything that you take in with you to be covered. That way, if you flip the whole bitch, both cars and everything, you good. I charge $325 a mile, 75 hookup fee. I got an F-250 with a car hauler. What do you advise? I advise you to raise your rates, or else you'll be in that F-250 with the car hauler for a long time, Mateo. Listen, a lot of people catch hate when they got a truck and a trailer. I know a lot of guys with trucks and trailers that run circles and do way better business than a lot of guys that got tow trucks. This is the thing. I don't care what people think. Neither should you. However, image and perception is everything. Okay. You really can't come out here charging actual rates with a pickup truck and a trailer because people gonna look at that and they gonna say that. They're gonna be like, damn, bro, that much? You get what I'm saying? At 75 and 350, it makes sense for you because of what you have. This is why I'm big on price yourself for where you're trying to go. I'm sure you don't want the F-250 with the car hauler. That's good for when you want to do a long run somewhere and you don't want to take that big ass truck. But you want your key piece of equipment to be something that the people gonna respect. The people that way they can't they can't finagle your number or try to finesse you. You get what I'm saying? Bonded in most states too, absolutely. So, but basically what I was getting to is, okay, so you want to get to where you want to price yourself for where you're trying to go. You got that truck and trailer. Granted, it's making you some money right now, whatever the case may be. Price yourself where you're trying to go. Okay, I had a 2000 Chevy. I had a 2003 International. I'm quite sure I could be. I probably could have a whole lot if I was running around for $100. Right? Because shit, I paid 20 grand for them trucks. I made that shit back ASAP, right? So I could have been just out here fucking around. But no, I want to grow. I wanted to have the new trucks. When I had the old shit, I wasn't running around telling the guys that had new trucks, oh, y'all got them high ass payments. That's why y'all charge so much. Hell no, because I'm charging what they charging and more sometimes because I'm trying to have them new trucks. See, I notice what people try to clown you for having, they're just upset that they don't have it. So when I see people that, oh, you charge so much because you got them new trucks, seems to me like you want a new truck. The other thing that I found out is a lot of the people that used to say, oh no, I don't want no new truck. I like my old trucks. Them was the first people that was in line for the truck in the box program. Imagine that. Thought you didn't want no new truck. But see what it was. Now it's starting to ding, ding, ding. Now the light bulb popping up. See what it was is you couldn't afford a new truck on your own. That's what it was. It wasn't that you didn't want one. You couldn't afford one. Now, granted, I like old trucks too. Absolutely. I love old trucks. I love all pre-emissions trucks. But it's new trucks out there now. I mean, come on now. So what kind of insurance you need to go? What kind of insurance you need? I don't know what the aggro mean. Hey, God bless you too, Mateo. Much blessings to your business, bro. I'm sure you catch a lot of static for having that pickup truck and trailer too. I see people bashing that shit all the time. But you know what's funny to me is I see a lot of the people that's bashing the guys that had the pickup trucks and trailers. Them the same guys that's hooked up as a primary provider for all the motor clubs in they brand new trucks, nice and shiny trucks. They making $45 a tow, $75 a tow. Imagine you got your chest poked out to a motherfucker that got an F-250. He making exactly what you making, but he got the F-250 in the pickup. I mean, in the trailer. You salty, ain't you? No, but see, my thing is I'm gonna help a guy like Mateo. I'm gonna tell him like, look, bro, you can keep that truck and trailer, put it in the back of the yard, use that for when you're doing your long runs. Go get you a tow truck so can't nobody say shit to you. I don't even know who you is, blood. I would let you come in, but don't know who you is. What up, Andrew? You back down? You took a nap? Did you get some much needed rest? What up, Chris? You ready to try an electric tow truck? I would, especially if I get the write-off on it, but I bet you that bitch will sit in the back of my yard for the majority of the time. I wouldn't use it unless I have to do it for a write-off. What should an owner op net per year with a tow truck? Net. I like that you said that, Nico. So after you've paid all your expenses and everything like that, you should at least be taking 10 grand a month home. So after you've paid all your expenses, you need to be making $120,000 a year. Why do I say that? Because why would you want to be an owner operator? What is the big deal of having the title of being an owner and making less than what you can make in a career? Because see, this is the thing. When you're that owner, see that career field that's paying you $120,000 a year, 9 times out of 10, it's going to come with some medical, dental, vision, some sort of benefits, right? Retirement package, maybe a 401k, something like that. But if you're an owner op netting that same 120, you have none of the medical, none of the dental, none of the vision. Blue Cross Blue Shield is like $3 something a month. I'm just telling you. So if you paying that out of your pocket, so you get what I'm saying? You paying all your own shit. You got to set your own retirement package together, all of that. And hear me out. We not machines. We like to think we are, including myself. We not machines. So granted, I'm healthy and everything now, but what happens in 5 years and I end up, something happens, I get sick, I can't work, or something prevents me from being able to continue to, it's all gone now. You know what I'm saying? All of that, what I done did was for nothing. How to stand out in the business. Just be yourself. Be as genuine as possible and don't try to be shit like nobody else. Just do what you say you're gonna do. If you tell the people I can get to you in a certain amount of time, if you tell the people if you just be a man of your word, people gonna honor that. They gonna deal with you. Excuse me. What did Jay ask that you said? Oh, you were asking about Ajero. I don't affiliate with them, so I don't abide by anybody's requirements, but I would only assume my insurance exceeds all of their requirements. But yeah, they want you to have $1 million policy. Now imagine they want you to carry $1 million policy, but they paying you $50, $100 for a tow. It's crazy. I believe you got to start somewhere, and like you said, everybody ain't got daddy's money. So Shaquan, you said you got to start somewhere, and this is absolutely true. But always remember, where you start is usually where you're going to finish. So when they say you got to start somewhere, don't start as a bottom feeder. Believe it or not, you could get more business by making people be like, why the fuck do he think he need that? Or why the fuck do he think we owe him that? You'll get more business like that. Why? Because see, this is what people going to do. They're going to try you, right? Man, that man said he want $150 for a local tow. Call him and see what's up. Then when I show up to their customer in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? Knock the job down, get it done, get it over to them. By the time I make it to them, the customer done hit them like, yo, where y'all get dude them from? They came here. Hey, I just hung up with you and you told me you was going to send a tow truck. Dude just pulled up in like 15, 20 minutes. Where y'all get? Y'all need to keep them around. Now, when I pull up to the shop, hey, yo, where y'all want this at? You know, you knock it out for them real decent. They like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? You doing the thing, man. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, you can get it every time just like that. Just hit my line. I got you. Man, can we work something on the number? No, sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Oh man, such and such, they willing to do it for us for a little bit better. All right, cool. Go on, rock with them. And if they ain't available, hit me up. I got you. I ain't knocking dude them. If they could do it for that, man, more power to them. But if they don't show up, Joe, just hit me up. Guess what? They stop hitting them up. They hit me up on the regular. Yeah, that's the goal this upcoming year. Local guy had a truck and a trailer, Copart. Now he's running 2 new trucks for Copart. How much do you think drivers make, non-owners? Drivers make more money than the owner sometimes. Would you say net 10K per truck per month? Net. Would you say net 10K per month per truck? Yes, that's very good. If you could net 10K a month per truck, that's damn good. That's damn good. I'm glad you actually said that, because you're asking is net good money. So that means after you've paid all the expenses, after all that, after you took all the baking soda off of it, did it come down to that? Yes. Because I got a ton of people who saying that number you just said, that is that number right there, gross, good enough money. Matter of fact, Shaquan, don't you drive over the road now? Shaquan, the last I knew, he was driving for a company. He make 120,000 just working for a company. I probably lowballed him, but you get what I'm saying? Just working as a company driver. I don't have medical insurance right now. It was costing me $400 a month and not using it. What is the minimum of insurance you need to get work on a Giro, etc. as an owner? I think you asked that already, and they told you $1 million, and I think that's what you do have to have. I just save money for emergencies. I tell people that all the time. So how do you get work and etc.? Just asking soon to buy my truck. They want you to have $1 million coverage, but want to pay you $40. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell y'all. Networking, handing out cards, Google ads, etc. Let me tell y'all about the Google ads though. Y'all gonna have to fall back on that Google ads though, because they starting to get hip. I'm gonna tell y'all, I stopped doing that years ago, or a couple years ago. I do it now, every now and then, just to fuck up the algorithm. I do not run ads like that. When I run them, it's only to fuck up other people, right? Because other people are fucking up what I got going on. Prime example, when they run ads, I have people that's not even here. I'm in Maricopa. I got people that's in Mesa, Tempe, Scottsdale, Phoenix, all of that shit. These people are 30 and 40 miles away. I know they not charging what I'm charging, because I lose a lot of calls from these people that's coming from 40 miles away to come run a tow here for less than what I was going to run it for here. So that already is telling me like, or telling you like, that shit ain't all that it's cracked up to be. Because also they coming from 40 miles away to do a tow here for less than what I was doing it for, but they paid to come do that tow. So I'm gonna show y'all on Google ads, right? Google ads, it depends on your area too. Now, if you in an area where there's a lot of people running ads, I'm gonna tell you, clicks used to be somewhere around $7 to $10 a click. That was a lot back then. Them same clicks right now, I've seen them at like $55 and $60 a click. Now you tell me what you could possibly be charging for a local 5-mile tow, that you can charge that and still make back the $60 you paid for that Google ad, that $55. Now, that's granted you converted that call. The click, you pay no matter what. So if they clicked my shit 10 times, that's $5.50 at $55 a click, right? So I paid $5.50 and I probably only executed 3 of those tows at $150 a piece. So I made $450, but I spent $550 in ads. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Now people gonna say, yeah, but you got your name out there. That you might not never see that customer ever again. So organic, authenticity, natural. will always win, right? All that extracurricular shit, by all means, go on Toe Talk and pay the MGO or whatever that marketing group is, pay them to make you number one on Google. I guarantee you it won't happen. Because see, this is the thing. Remember when I said it's 100,000 people in that group? It's only 50 states. Don't think you're the only person in the area that you're in that's paying a marketing company to make them number one on Google. It's never going to happen. Nobody can make. I'm the person that you're going to pay to do your marketing. I have you and I have you. Y'all both come to me and say y'all want to be number one on Google in your area. Y'all both in the same area. Who do I make number one? I can't make just you number one, and I can't just make you number one. So what I do is I stroke both of y'all and tell y'all both that I'm gonna make y'all number one, but I'm taking both of y'all money and y'all both competing against each other, right? That's how them rates go from $7 to $10 a click to $60 a click. So there you go. Thank you, guys. Where we at? 120 a year should help build a foundation for the next 5 years of investments. How's the start of your business going? That's a fact. Drivers make more than the owners. What's up, Joey? I was at ABF. Yep, that's accurate. Also, it was. All right, 90 this year, and I work for a company. Come on, Devin, talk to him. What up, Zay? What up, Isaiah? That's Zay's torn down there in Tucson. What up, my boy? 1 million umbrella. So what Joey is talking about is really where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get the 1 million with the umbrella, right? What's the best way to advertise when starting? Word of mouth. When you just starting out, you ain't got no money. So where you getting money for advertisement? Do it the old-fashioned way. Beat your feet. Like a Johnny's running ads for every city in Chicagoland and out in Nashville. Absolutely. Damn. And they driving 40 miles back home. So 80 plus the tow for cheaper than you. Absolutely. Did y'all not see the live video that I was on one day? It was some guy that was here. He was up in Phoenix. Out of network. I show y'all, I reject every out of network that come through Toe Talk, right? So I was on the live, out of network came. The call was like 30 miles away from me. That shit was paying $150. This dude was in Phoenix. I showed the shit and I was like, yeah, ain't no way I'm going all the way over there to do that. That mock was like, oh, you're crazy, dude. You should have sent it to me. I would have came and did it. You was gonna come from Phoenix to come to where I am. So you're gonna come from 30 miles from where you was at to where I'm at, to go another 30 miles that way. So 60 miles that way to go do the tow for $150 to take your square ass 60 miles back to the crew. You got to be crazy as hell. But this is what's out here. That's what's out here. So when y'all see everybody smacking accept on the out of networks all the time, them the motherfuckers that's killing the game. So yes, they mouthing the shit up out they shit. I do my own ad. Who's saying that? I do my own Google ads and stuff. It's a pain in the ass. You can take yourself further than anybody could tell you. That's why I tell people when they be like, what marketing company should I go with? Why would you pay somebody? First of all, let me tell you something. When you're paying somebody to do the marketing, some marketers want $500 to $1,500 a month. They want $500 to $1,500 a month. That ain't your budget that you're spending. That's what they want. What could you imagine? Could you imagine the budget you could have for the ads if you saved the $500 to the $1,500 and used it yourself? What makes you think that somebody could make you better than you could make yourself? Why would you pay somebody to make your business anything? They ain't got no loyalty. And then when you give up all your information, like all your Google profile shit, give all your passwords to them and all that shit, now they got full control. So when the next guy comes up and you tired of paying your $500 and the next guy is willing to pay $1,000, oh, he got it. He got it. And he finna shit on you and help this guy out. See what I'm saying? Business cards are real cheap. Tell them. Watching and listening to you, brother. I appreciate you, Joey. Lots of different ways to make it. Tell them, Zay. See, even me and Zay down in Tucson. I try to piggyback with Zay. So this is the thing. Zay is down in Tucson. I get calls down there where he's at from the motor clubs. They willing to pay whatever I'm willing to charge to come all the way to Tucson. But I know Isaiah. Isaiah, I hit your line at what? 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Hey, yo, these people calling, they got a car that's down there. I get it to you. You want it? You understand what I'm saying? We got to work together. It's amazing that I can do better business with somebody that's almost 100 miles away from me. But the guys that's around here, they want to hate on you, boy. Too goddamn saturated, messing it up for everybody. They wanted $650 a month. Would promoting on the marketplace works? Would promoting on marketplace work? Absolutely. Word of mouth, customer service, just treat people how you want to be treated. The word spreads. That is it. No marketing, none of that. No matter what you pay somebody to be, let's just say you're a piece of shit individual, but you got a ton of money to blow on marketing. You can get all the business you want. You might get all the business. You could probably get all the business. You're going to be the busiest company around. But once people meet you and they don't like you and they realize like you're a piece of shit, you talk disrespectful, how the hell did you get your car in here? What were you thinking? You know how many tow truck drivers and owners say that shit when they pull up on a customer? How you talking to the motherfucker that's about to pay you? How you talking to them like that? You know when the customer said, yeah, I'm a dumbass, man. I fucked around. And you know what I say? Man, don't feel bad, man. I do this shit every day. It happens all the time. It ain't you. Shit, accidents happen. People fuck up. You get what I'm saying? That's how you get people to, oh, I like dude. Oh, I like dude. He a people person. He cool as hell. I actually like it when I run around this neighborhood. I'm in a nice size city. You know what I'm saying? It's about 70,000 people here, right? I enjoy when I go in the grocery store, I go in the gas station, shit like that, and people like, Harvey, what's up, Harvey? How you doing? I love that because I do my people right. Right? When they see me, I tell y'all all the time, the only people who don't like me is other people in the ownership position in this industry. Everybody else loves me, bro, because I'm a good ass person. This community, I give money all the time. People go to the internet with their problems. Oh, they short on this, they short on that. I hit them in the inbox. Hey, yo, where you at? I'm gonna slide on you. Drop them off cash money, 500 G-ball. I don't know these people from a can of paint. You get what I'm saying? And I don't do it with the camera rolling like, hey, sure, here goes some money, yo. Here goes some money. Here goes some money from Harvey's way. I don't do none of that. I don't even get recognition for that shit, nor do I want it because I ain't doing it for that. I'm doing it because I'm in a community that done took care of me. They helped me get to where I'm at by believing in me and paying me what the fuck I said, right? Hey, man, Harvey, if you say that's what it is, then I guess that's what it is, bro. Here you go. You get what I'm saying? They see you as a threat. All of them do. But see, they don't even understand. I could be the best partner, though, right? I got a guy in Casa Grande, Elite. That's my man, Shane. That's my man's. When I tell you that's my man's. And he looked like this. He looked like this. But my man's, though, do you hear me? I can call that man at 2 in the morning. Hey, bro, I'm in a fucked up position, bro. The most that dude is gonna tell me, if I be like, man, can you come out, bro? I need you to help me with this tow, bro. You know what the most he gonna say? Yeah, it's 2 in the morning, bro. I just got in the bed. Yes, I want to come out and do a tow, bro. That's the most he gonna say. Where are you at? And he gonna bring his ass because we rock with each other like that. You understand what I'm saying? At the top, they collaborating. They not collaborating at the bottom. They talking shit at the bottom. See, that's a guy that got multiple $1 million pieces of equipment over there. I ain't on that level. Why would he be rocking with me like that? Because real recognize real 7 days of the week. Like-minded individuals fuck with like-minded individuals 7 days of the week. We don't look at how many trucks I have and how many trucks he have. We don't give a fuck about that. Our goal is to turn the industry around. That man got on the side of his trucks. Cool ain't cheap and cheap ain't cool. You understand what I'm saying? Stand for something, you'll fall for anything, man, for real. That part. Them are your customers and future customers. If you treat them right, right comes back the same. If you treat people right, comes back same. There you go. That's why you got to put that good karma out, man. What you put out comes back tenfold, whether it's good or bad. I'm gonna get up out of here in a minute, but look, if y'all over here right now, go in the bio, click the link for the YouTube. The only person who's supporting right now is C's. Shout out to C's, right? C's the only guy that's on the live stream right now on the YouTube, you know, and I appreciate that for sure that. But we gonna and C's, I need to figure out this podcast shit. I was just trying to do the podcast over here in the lab over here. It wouldn't let me do the podcast over here, so that's why I ran the live video. So I need to figure out how to do just the podcast only. Or do I need to get an app for the podcast app? Johnny's Auto and Recovery. Subscribe to your channel. Shout out to Johnny's Auto Towing and Recovery. Where we at? Appreciate the knowledge all the time. Man, open it up, Shaquan. Yeah, figure that out because I got to figure it out. Or if I have to download just a specific podcast app to do it, then so be it. This dude say he got both phones open. That's what's up, man. But yeah, get on the YouTube, man. Subscribe to the channel. Basically, man, we just take the industry back. We ain't gonna catch no RICO charge trying to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to just take the industry back one toe at a time. Make you know what they say, make America great again. Let's make towing great again, man. Straight up. T-Dog on his way back next month. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see a little bit clearer. You get what I'm saying? You know, 2025 gonna be a beautiful year, though. That's all I can say, man. Straight up, man. 2025 is gonna be a beautiful year. I mean, I appreciate you. Hey, good looking, Shaquan. Thanks for the knowledge. About to go follow. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Baby sitting over there. She done popped her headphones in. She probably over there like this, nigga. But yeah, man, stand for something or you will fall for anything. Believe none of what you're hearing, only half of what you see. And if you see them flashing lights on the side of the road, what we gonna do? Slow down, move over. They just might save a life, man. Let's get this up out of here.